start, sir?
Sure.
Okay, हमने
Yes, sir.
exaltation
Yes.
debilitation देख लिया ना? We have seen exaltation debilitation. All of you have by hearted that. ठीक है? अब what we will discuss is we will discuss कि exaltation debilitation में अगर कोई planet exalt और debilitate होता है irrespective of the house, irrespective of the house in which it is getting debilitated in the bhava, what will be the result? Because what happens is we will have multiple bhavas, multiple lagnas. Arudha lagna, as we go deeper and deeper, we'll have multiple lagnas. Arudha lagna, bhava lagna, ठीक है, चंद्र लग्ना, सूर्य लग्ना, Jupiter as lagna, Saturn as lagna, Venus as lagna. That's called Meena Nadi. So lagnas keep differing. You understand? Lagna is a relative position. That means, agar samjho, if I have say Venus over here, and if I get Venus in the lagna in the first position and adjust all other planets relative to Venus, then it becomes Venus lagna or Venus chart. Okay, if I get Saturn into the first house lagna and all other planets get adjusted accordingly, okay, then that becomes Saturn chart, then Sun chart, Moon chart. We can have multiple things. Okay, in research, you have invented your own lagna in the future. Okay, but the quality of the planets do not change. Is everyone following me?
Yeah.
Okay, Debashish sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now suppose Sun is exalted. In which bhava wise we will see later. One first bhava is exalted, second bhava we'll discuss subsequently. But when Sun is exalted, whichever house it may be in the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, that also relatively will give you the result. Okay, suppose Sun is getting exalted in the second house, he will get finance from the government, income from the government. He will have government employees in his family, or politicians, or bureaucrats. Okay, that we will see later. But if Sun is exalted, what is the result? Kiranji, can you throw light on this? In a chart,
Yes, sir.
Sun may be sitting in 8th house, Sun may be sitting in 12th house. I don't bother because the relative position changes according to the lagna we choose. We may choose to analyze the chart with lagna, the ascendant. We may choose to analyze the chart with moon as the ascendant. Ascendant means first house. Or Saturn as the ascendant. Okay? That doesn't matter. With that, the relative position of the sun changes, of the planets changes. Okay? As we go deeper, we have Arudha Lagna and many other Lagnas in Germany and all, where we change the Lagnas, the first houses, and the planets adjust themselves accordingly. So you have to get a grip over the planetary strength. Okay, the way you analyze is more suitable to you, how you are convenient. Suppose I am convenient to look at moon chart, somebody is convenient to look at lagna chart. So both will give you results. Okay, suppose sun is exalted, what is the result? Kiran sir, can you tell me?
Sun is exalted means, sir, they will get a government job. They will be a politician like us.
Very nice, very nice. When sun is exalted, first of all, that person will be will be noticed even among 1,000 people. Out of all the planets and all the celestial bodies in the sky, sun gets noticed the most, and when sun comes, nothing else is visible. Do you agree?
Yes, yes. If Venus is also then they will be actor whoever it means.
After sun only. Venus is after
After
sun
sun
only.
only, exactly.
When sun
Yes, yes,
comes,
right.
nothing else is visible. He dominates the show. That is what is Leo and Sun. There are a group of 20 people. If a person belonging to Leo zodiac is there, he dominates the show. He is the one who takes the limelight.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we know that sun is exalted in Aries, that
Absolutely.
is at 10 degrees, right?
Okay,
As
okay.
the same way that Libra it is deviated by having 10
No,
degrees,
no, we'll
right?
come to degrees later. Don't touch
No,
degrees
no,
now.
I have a question. That
Okay.
exalted you mentioned, that if at all that sun is at exactly 10 degrees, then only it is exalted. If it is more or less, how that will impact?
Very good. Very good question. That is my next topic. Let's we'll come to that. Okay, that is the third topic today's discussion. And we'll discuss in detail. Okay? So first of all, sun is exalted. Rashiji, can you throw little light on this?
Yes,
Sun is exalted. It may be in any
yes,
house. It may be in
yeah.
any
Person,
house. Yeah.
person will be having leadership skills.
Hmm.
He will be having good health also, and he will be dominant also.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. So when sun is exalted, he will be egoistic, definitely. Okay, the level of ego depends again on multiple things, but definitely there will be a higher amount of ego. He may become dominating. The person will have support from his father. The father would have been in a good position, okay, in business or in job or in whatever sphere. He would have been in an influential position. Okay, the impact of father would be so much on his life. There will be support from his father. He will get support from the government. Okay, there is a chance of getting a government job, government position, government contracts. Okay, the person will live in capital city. If he works in MNC, he will work in head office. You understand? Suppose in a state, he will be in a capital city. He'll be in the center of the city, not only capital city. You understand? He will have leadership skills. Now,
Okay, so something new.
depending on the positioning and the aspect, he may be egoistic. There may be stress element. Okay, but whenever sun is there, he will be noticed among 100 people. Okay, he always aspires to be the number one. You look at any person with number one date of birth, 1/10/1928. You talk to any person who's a Leo. For them, the more important would be to be number one than to earn money. A person whose Rashi or Lagna is Mithuna or Virgo, the person's priority would be to earn money. He doesn't care if he's number one or number 10. He wants to earn money. That is the nature of Mercury.
I have a question here.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is Mithun Lagna and Sun and Mercury is in Lagna.
Sun and Mercury are in the Lagna.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fantastic combination,
you
na? In Mithun
sorry.
Lagna, Gemini, Sun and Mercury are together. Mercury in its own
Yes.
house, forming Budaditya
Yeah.
Yoga, okay, and
Yes.
sitting with
Yes.
the Sun, his own friend. Fantastic yoga. Whichever house it is there, it makes it very very powerful.
Yes.
And by naturally he will have fantastic communication because Mithuna is the natural house of communication.
Yes. But the person is dominant, no?
See, need not be. See, whenever Sun sits in a fire sign,
Okay.
whenever Sun sits in a fire signs are 5, 9, and
Aries?
1. Okay,
One.
Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Whenever Sun sits there, his domination increases.
Okay.
Okay, or he sits with Rahu, the domination increases. Or even Ketu.
Okay.
Okay, Mithuna generally not so much. It's an
But the
air
person
sign.
accepts it.
Air sign, na? So domination will not be so much. The ego aspect will not be so much.
No, no, but the person accepted. He dominant his bosses also.
Okay, one way to look at it, and we'll come to that deeply later. But generally, what happens is, see, apply logic, don't by heart. Whenever the fire element is increased, for example, sun is in Kark Rashi.
Yeah, you were right.
Kark is a water sign,
Yeah.
so the fire comes down. You understand? Sun is sitting in
Yeah.
Leo. The fire,
Right.
fire you add fire to fire,
Yes, yes.
the fire increases. Or Rahu increases whatever exponentially, uncontrollably. So Sun Rahu, it forms a Grahan dosh, but still again the person will have bad ego, very bad ego, very perverted ego. Okay, na? Okay. Now Moon is exalted. What will happen? Okay, sir, this you can apply to exalted planets, strong planets. Even in Mool Trikon Rashi, in its own Rashi, similar results will come but less intensity. Exalted is the highest. Moon is exalted. What will be the result? Kiran sir,
Sir,
Moon is exalted. What will be the
one
result?
says, uh,
Because I don't want you to look at which house and all that. First, you look at the moment you see exalted. You have to tell five predictions directly and bang on all of them will be correct. Moon exalted. What will be the result?
he will be cool and mentally also he will be in peace, basically. Because
Okay.
moon is connected to mind.
Yes, his body temperature will be cold. Sun may his
Cold.
body temperature
Cold.
will be hot. Okay, when moon is
Hot.
exalted, his body temperature will be cold. Again, provided sun is not in a fire sign, multiple conditions are there. The person will be artistic. Okay, person will be motherly. Person will be good, maybe good in cooking. Okay, person will be very emotional person. Person will have intuition skills in some kind of art form, music, dancing, or something or the other. He'll be very good.
Moon also arts are there.
Yes,
Venus and moon. Both.
Venus and Moon art, because in Vrushab Rashi it's getting exalted. So obviously Venus is there, Moon is there. Both are coming. Okay, he will have a round face, round body, and the person will be very beautiful. Keep that in mind. Moon and Venus will give you extraordinary beauty. Devashish sir, hello.
Yes, sir.
Do, do you uh, do you sync with it, sir?
Yes, yes. I mean, I was on mute. I didn't. I just telling that if moon is exalted, that is
Yes.
emotional balanced and
Yes.
more intuitive,
Yes.
family oriented.
Yes. And he'll also have very
Leader.
strong willpower. Moon is very strong willpower. He'll not get into addictions. He can get up from failures. Okay, and also his mother will would have been very beautiful. She would have been in a very good position. She would have had a very good life. You can tell these things directly when Moon is exalted or its own Rashi, Kark Rashi. Okay, the house positioning differs. Okay, Moon exalted in the eighth house. Okay, so she would have have faced some amount of stress, but she operated at very high level. You understand? Moon is exalted, suppose in sixth house. So she would have had some illnesses, but still she lived her life at a very high level, high position, high family, high status. Okay, Moon is exalted in the 12th house. She had a great, fantastic life in a foreign land. Could be. Chances are that she migrated away from the place of birth. Okay, the house
So
positioning.
nothing but sir, moon is exalted in 12th house means it should be Midra Lagna.
No, 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 no. The
Uh,
two is coming. Yeah. Mithun Lagna, correct. You're right.
yes. Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
If
Okay.
moon, Mithuna Lagna, moon is exalted, in 12th house it's being exalted. So in that particular
Exactly.
scenario, in foreign land, she would have had or she would have moved away from her birthplace, she would have had a fantastic life. Because see, don't, first of all, the moment you look at the quality of the planets, immediately you tell the results. And they will be correct. Okay. Now let's look at Jupiter. If Jupiter is exalted, what are the results? Debashish sir, आप बताइए.
If Jupiter is exalted, huh?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, very much optimistic.
Yes.
Then, then he will seek more wisdom. Then,
Yes.
freedom
Yes.
loving.
Yes.
And then, but yes, direct. I mean, his or her speech will be blunt or direct kind of stuff, adventurous.
Okay. Okay.
And then more, I mean, that he may like, some sort of profession where they teaching or consultant or some sort of,
Yes.
spiritual part.
Yes.
Finance will be good.
Yes. Yes. More. No, not finance. Wealth.
Well, yeah.
Not finance. See, Jupiter does not accumulate liquid cash. Venus accumulate liquid cash. Jupiter,
Yes,
when
a
he's
good
there,
family.
he will have good family life. He will have
Yes,
good
good
children,
family.
blessed with good
Yeah.
children. Santan Sukh. He will have lot of. He will have lot of pleasure from the children. Okay, he'll be blessed with multiple children. Could be. Chance are there. There can be two, three children according to Deskal Paristiti. ठीक है? And he will have more wealth, means properties. More wealth rather than more cash. Jupiter does not keep cash. Okay? Fundamentally, when Jupiter is exalted, he'll be very religious, he'll be very lucky. Okay? He'll be blessed by the elders, blessed by the teachers, blessed by the forefathers. Could be from a great lineage. Also, even Sun and Jupiter, when Sun and Jupiter are exalted, they can come from a very big family, very noble family. His forefathers are IAS officers or priests or pujaris in some big temple. That kind of lineage, very respectable lineage. Okay, the person will have blessings of the god. He'll be very very religious. He'll have blessings. He could have mantra siddhi. He'll be lucky. Okay, when it comes to profession, he can work in a. Most probably, he'll get into religious, occult, astrology, these kind of things. For occult, again, little 8th house Jupiter, or say 12th house Jupiter, or Rahu with Jupiter, Saturn with Jupiter, that kind of combination for occult, or Ketu with Jupiter, or Vakri Jupiter, then he gets into occult and Tantra and all. But otherwise, he may become a pujari, he may become a priest, somebody like Pitadipati, the religious heads. So whenever Jupiter is exalted, he'll have a big family, he'll have number of children, he'll have santan sukh, he'll have property, he'll have wealth, he'll be lucky, he'll be religious, he'll be fat. Good chances of he being obese is very high. He'll have a belly. Compulsory. Fat accumulation will be more because Jupiter represents cholesterol. Jupiter represents fat cells. Okay, so the moment you look at this, you have to tell this Jupiter. And then if Rahu is exalted, then what are the results? Rashiji, Rahu is exalted. Rashiji?
Hello.
Rahu is exalted.
Yeah, person will be very cunning and he will be having a out of the box thinking.
Not cunning. Rashiji, not cunning. Exalted planets will give you dignified behavior, even in 8th house.
Okay.
Even if it is 8th house, he will not be cunning. He'll have all positive qualities of Rahu. That is, he'll be very organized. He'll be very street smart. Yes, I agree. He'll be very hardworking, very disciplined, futuristic. Okay, adaptation of technology. Having good electronics with him. And lots of bank balance. Rahu is bank balance. Extremely intelligent, extremely smart.
So they can get benefit from social media.
Yeah, absolutely. He can get very good benefit from social media, IT, technology. Okay, all the technological aspects. He could have hand skills. Hand skills like he could play guitar or he could play tabla or he can stitch. Hand skills like that. Extremely talented, multitasking, multi-talented. Like a genius. Rahu makes you a genius. and having skills in multiple things.
Okay.
Okay, whenever Rahu in its own sign. Okay, Rahu sign is given 11. Number 11 is given sign of Rahu.
Okay.
Okay, Rahu what Shani, Ketu what Mangal. Okay, Rahu is similar to Shani and Ketu is similar to Mars. So out of
And
two Saturn signs, 10 and 11, 11 is given to Rahu. So psychological aspects, psychology, psychological studies, all these things are also given to Rahu. You got the head, na head part of it, psychology, psychological studies, research, means mind, brilliant intelligence, brilliant brain, stock market, brilliant stock market performance, lot of gains. All these things Rahu will give you.
yes.
Okay, na? Now, if Mercury is exalted, Kiranji, Mercury is exalted.
He will be a businessman. He will be a businessman,
Not necessarily, not necessarily. Mercury gives you academic career also.
Analytical,
Yes,
finance profession,
yes,
critical,
yes,
perfectionist,
yes.
detail oriented.
Perfect. Very good, very good. Mercury, according to Nadi, gives you career as a professor, as a lecturer,
Accounting.
very good, accounting, fantastic.
I am from CMA, right, sir? I mean, my Mercury, I don't know whether it is exalted or not, but no. But still, Mercury is in good position. Looks like.
Without Mercury being in good position, you cannot do a course like CFA. It is impossible.
Yeah.
It is not
I
possible.
mean,
You
Professor, in finance, so many, the topmost courses I could crack because of, with the help of Mercury.
Mercury and even Ketu, sir.
Yeah.
Your research orientedness has come from Ketu. Your curiosity. You go in depth, deep. You don't stop till you reach the end of the subject.
Yeah, it is in my Mars. That Aries. Ketu is sitting in Aries.
Yes,
Ashwini Nakshatra.
Yes, Ketu and Mercury both have given you that blessing. Okay? When Mercury is exalted, the person has superb sense of profit and loss. His superb sense of finances, fantastic finance manager, mind is a calculator, very high memory power.
Yes.
Okay? Very good people skills. He will not become enmity to anybody, no enmity. Okay, very good relatives. Mercury represents relatives in Nadi. He will have very good support from relatives. Okay, very important point. He'll have very good support from relatives. He'll have very good support from Mama, Masi, maternal side.
I think Bua also. Bua, Aussie, and sister.
Nadi says Masi, Vedic says this one. Okay, you can include that. See, Mercury is.
All are falling under relative.
Yeah,
I
all
think
are.
only female.
Yes. Mercury is
Okay.
even he may have a good romantic life, good girlfriend. Mercury is also a girlfriend. So chances of
Yeah.
having a good romantic
Because
life.
of their good
Yes.
communication skills. No?
Yes, very good communication skills.
Humor.
Yes.
They have good humor also.
Yes, good humor also. Very good point. Fantastic humor. Mercury is the planet for quick wit, humor. Okay, so Mercury, good humor, good intelligence, fantastic communication, fantastic, and could be multilingual communication also, not only one language. The person would know, like PV Narasimha Rao knew 23 languages. Many languages he can learn, or he can be in IT also. IT also, these languages are there, na? C, C++, Java, whatever they call it, languages also. So even he may be very good in IT, technology. He may be a writer. He may be an author. Okay, both written and oral communication can be very good. He can be a singer also. If somewhere Venus is strong, he can be a singer also. Okay, all these qualities when the Mercury is strong. Now, if Venus is strong, Kiran sir, Venus is strong. Venus is exalted.
I'm not getting, sir.
When Venus is exalted, what are the qualities?
Right, sir?
Yes, yes. You can continue, sir.
Yeah, one is that he or she will be loving beauty,
Okay.
then artistic,
Okay.
then fair mind,
Okay.
charming,
Okay.
and then diplomacy kind of stuff, then fashion related. I mean, and then uh, foodie or then romantic
Okay.
and indecisive. If you see that is more indecisive, social, more
Well,
sensual means like moon.
sir, exalted negative qualities will not come, sir. That debilitation will come. Exalted
Which
generally,
will be
no problem. He'll be decisive. The Venus, when exalted, that person is very beautiful. First point, extremely beautiful, extremely attractive aura, like film actors. People get awed by them. They get mesmerized by their beauty. You just want to look at them. When Venus gets strong, forget about exaltation. When Venus is just in its own Rashi with good degree strength, people
But
go
sir, it is
mesmerized.
not 100% correct, huh?
Sorry?
It is not 100% correct.
In the sense?
It is not. It is not necessary the person is handsome or beautiful.
No, no, no. There are many conditions, Rashiji. Venus is exalted
Yeah.
in 8th house, aspected by the other planets. Aspect it is in a bad Navamsha.
No, no. I
Million
have seen charts, but they are exalted in 12th house
they're exalted in
and
12th
five.
house, Rashiji. But the point is, for the person not to have beauty, there are many other conditions.
Yes, yes.
When other conditions are neutral or above a good, and there is another thing called degree strength also. We'll come to that. At what
Okay.
degree Venus is getting exalted? That is also there.
Okay.
That also we will
Okay.
discuss, because
that is
just
at
because
27 degree.
yes, just because it is exalted doesn't mean it will give you. That I will tell you in the next topic. But
Okay.
generally, in ideal conditions, I'm telling you, in ideal conditions, when Venus is exalted or Vargotama, without any affliction,
Okay.
okay, without any affliction, because if you can give me that chart, if you felt that the person is not beautiful, I will show you the reasons why he's not beautiful. I'm talking about
Okay.
ideal conditions.
Okay.
Ideal conditions, when degree wise he's at the correct degree, okay, without any afflictions. We have 16 divisional charts. Out of the 16 divisional charts, at least it has to be strong in at least 10 divisional charts. And the Ashtagavarga score of Venus also has to be good. Okay, the nakshatra in which Venus is displaced has to be good. The Navamsha in which Venus is there, that also has to be good. You understand?
Okay.
There are 100 conditions which are supporting that. When all these conditions are there, above average strength, okay, and Venus is exalted in D1 chart, then these ideal conditions I'm talking about. You understand? Ideal conditions. Okay, and he
But
rarely.
he will not be indecisive if at all Venus is exalted,
No,
sir.
sir, no, sir. No, not indecisive. He will have a perfectly sane mind. See, all the exalted planets, unless they're afflicted, they have very good mental and physical balance. That is why they are called exalted planets. They give the best results. Generally, none of the even if they are sitting in the 8th house, the power of exaltation gets reduced. Suppose Venus is exalted in the 8th house, okay, and Venus is sitting in Mars nakshatra, enemy nakshatra, then all the qualities will go down, and some malefic qualities may increase. Okay, but again, the negativity of the 8th house, it uses its power to restrain the negativity. It reduces the negativity of the 8th house. It'll make life easier for that person. Okay, generally, when Moon and Venus are very strong, okay, without affliction, they'll be fair, they'll be beautiful, extremely magnetic aura. Okay, just remember, that is the reason I'm discussing these fundamental points. When planets are exalted without affliction, they give you all good qualities. They'll be balanced. For example, Sun represents ego. Okay, Sun exalted without affliction, he'll have a balanced ego. He'll have ego, but he'll have a very balanced ego. He'll be very reasonable person. He'll be very kind person. Okay, Venus is, see, Shukracharya. Shukracharya was the scientist. He was the Dev Guru. So how can Shukracharya be indecisive in exalted form? Don't try to by heart. Try to understand. You understand? The Brahaspati, Jupiter and Shukracharya both are the gurus, the scientists. Shukracharya invented the Sanjeevani skill, the uh, the the skill to make the dead person alive. All the in the war, all the soldiers, all the Rakshasas who used to die, he used to make them alive again. He was such a great scientist. You understand? He was the one who guided all the Rakshasas and brought them to their limelight. He made all the Rakshasas kings. So, when exalted form, it will give you fantastic Venus, Sun, Mercury plus Venus conjunction. I've seen many scientists, brilliant minds. Many scientist charts have Sun, Mercury, Venus conjunction. See, that is the reason I'm discussing these things in detail. Because if you're not good in fundamentals, there's no point going to the higher levels. First of all, you have to be very strong in fundamentals. But the condition is it has to be without affliction. Affliction means any negative influence. And don't think that Venus exalted will give you multiple affairs. It will not give you multiple affairs. Venus will get spoiled if the person has multiple affairs. It's a very wrong notation. It's a very wrong interpretation which many people do. Venus exalted, he will say he'll have very good sex life. But he will not have multiple affairs. He'll be very loyal. He'll be very romantic with his wife, or wife with the husband. But they will not have affairs. When there is an element of corruption happens into the Venus DNA, that is the time you get negative results. And that will happen with Rahu conjunction, Mercury conjunction, sitting in bad houses. You go, okay, you understand na? Suppose a planet is sitting in 8th house from Lagna, 6th house from Moon. Okay? And in the trine houses there are malefics. That is the time when the pollution happens. The DNA gets disrupted. That is the reason. But exalted planets they are very dignified planets. They are all the exalted planets follow the principles. They are highly principled moral character. Venus exalted in the 8th house will give you a lot of money from the in-laws. Even in 8th house, it will give you a lot of benefits. The Venus Tattva will reduce. That means a Venus in the 4th house, or not 4th house, Venus is suppose in the 7th house, will make you very strong, very beautiful, because it is attaining Digbal, the directional strength. Say Venus in the 7th house exalted, it will make you extremely beautiful. But Venus in the 8th house may not make you extremely beautiful. It may reduce the beauty. Okay, it may reduce the luxury, but it will control the 8th house. But still it will have a lot of positive qualities. Unless it is badly afflicted, again hit by planets again and again. Again Nakshatra is bad, Navamsha is bad, like that. Then it will give you negative results.
Mostly I have seen ladies, if they are having 8th house Venus, they don't have very good marriage life.
Rashi ji, if it is in 8th house in its own sign, then
Also.
Nah. The multiple conditions are there.
I have seen multiple female charts.
Rashi ji, there are multiple conditions to that. If you show me the chart, I will tell you. Now, see, suppose 10th house is 10 and 11. Makar is 7th house. Okay? Kumbh will be 8th house. Now, Saturn is sitting in 8th house. Will the person have a divorce? 7th Lord sitting in 8th house, the person should have a divorce, right? Or a bad marriage.
Yeah.
In this condition, will he have a divorce?
In which condition? 7th Lord sitting in 8th house.
7th Lord sitting in 8th house will give you a bad marriage. You agree?
Yeah, but
Now,
it is
listen.
not necessary that their person will be having a divorce.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. Astrology, it is not necessary because if seventh house is Makar, eighth house is Kumbh Rashi. In Kumbh Rashi, it is Mool Trikon Rashi of Saturn. It is gaining the power, strength. Now, how can the
Yes.
person will have a bad marriage? In fact, he'll have very good sexual life. Fantastic marriage he'll have. See, that's the reason I'm telling you. I'm focusing on this. The reason could be, see, I've seen a chart in which Rahu was exalted in seventh house. Just 2 days ago, I saw the chart. The lady
Okay.
is thinking that Rahu is creating problem in her marriage. I
Okay.
said Rahu is exalted in second house, will seventh house will give a very passionate marriage. It'll be very fantastic, romantic, sexual marriage, fantastic marriage.
Okay.
The problem is coming from Venus sitting in the ninth house at 29 degrees, aspected by Rahu.
Okay.
And in the Navamsha, Saturn is sitting in the seventh house.
Okay.
You understand? Now, till now, she is
Okay.
assuming that Rahu is creating the problem. Rahu in the seventh house is creating delay in marriage and all bad things. But the point is, Rahu
Okay.
in the seventh house is create in exalted position. Okay, it is giving good prospect for her business and it is giving fantastic marriage when the marriage happens. The problem is with Shukra. Shukra is at 29 degrees. That's what you have to identify. An exalted
Okay.
planet generally does not do harm. An exalted planet in the trick houses will reduce the negativity of the trick houses.
Okay.
Okay, now we have to see the nakshatra of Shukra, where it is placed. You have to check the Navamsha also, then you will get to understand the point. Generally, exalted planets, you call them exalted for a reason. Uch, a person who's of high moral character, see, whenever you have a doubt, you compare it with a person. A person with very high moral character, will he do anything negative to you? Okay, you have two bosses. Okay, you're working for a company, you have two bosses. There's one boss who's of very high moral character, very good person, very nice person, very high moral character. And the second one who's a very crooked person. Okay, now you have committed a big fault in your job. How will both bosses react with you? Both are going to scold you. But the first one will scold you with lot of responsibility. And he will tell you it's fine, you've done a mistake. It's fine. We all do mistakes. Okay? We have to learn from our mistakes. It's fine. And the second one will try to sack you or put all the blame on you. Criticize you, torture you. He will gain pleasure from torturing you. Rashiji, you are getting my point.
Yes.
See, I know you've learned from many sources, but this point of
Yes.
view,
Yes.
this point of view, you just apply and then you see. When there is an
Okay.
exalted planet, generally it will give you very good positive result. Look for other
Okay.
conditions because in astrology there are many conditions. Even Trimshamsha D30 chart you need to check.
Okay.
Okay, Venus suppose is exalted in the eighth house. It will not give you
Okay.
divorce. It will give you little bit of stress, little bit of tension.
No, I'm not talking about divorce. But I was talking about not good relationship with husband.
No, that's what I'm telling you. As long as you keep it sexual, the relation will be good. The physical aspect is
Okay.
good, relation will be good. When the physical aspect goes, it will be bad.
Okay.
Because 8th house represents the physical aspects, 7th and 8th house. So
Okay.
there is a catch. That's what I'm telling you. 8th house, also it will do good. See, that
Here
person
comes
would have
Ramiti
lot of
also.
support from in-laws. He would have got dowry from in-laws. He would have got lot of material gain from in-laws. You check.
Okay, so we can give a remedy to females now
Yes, you
for
can
eighth
give
house
remedy,
Venus.
but I don't think that is a problem. That chart we have to discuss separately. I don't think that is a problem. Generally, see, Amitabh Bachchan's chart have you seen?
Yes, lot
If
of
you
planets are sitting in eighth house now.
exactly, and then how is he such a big star? Eighth
But
house
he
is
did lot of struggle now.
what struggle? Till 28 years he did struggle. And last 50 years he's enjoying life. What struggle he did? यार 25
Yeah.
30 साल तक तो हर कोई मेहनत करता ना.
हाँ.
हर बंदा 25 28 साल तक, 28 साल तक he got his first hit. And once he had the failure in ABCL, that's it. Only once.
Okay.
भैया 50 60 years career में having one setback, and that too he bounced back within a year. What struggle? I'll show you struggle. I'll show you charts with struggle.
Yeah.
What struggle is that, yaar? Because see, no house is bad. When the house, the dignity of the house gets increased. Eighth house is the house of unearned wealth. Eighth house,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
having a fantastic eighth house will give you unmeasurable wealth. It will make you crore pati within suddenly, within few minutes, within few days. That is eighth house.
Yes.
ठीक है ना? Yeah, chalo, good that we are discussing these things. Lot of points are coming out. Okay,
Yes.
so I will sum up. Exalted Venus without affliction will make the person extremely beautiful, extremely attractive aura. These people shine even among thousand people. They have people get infatuated. You know, they fall in love, enamored by these people. If male the females, if females the male, both of them will have that kind of charisma. Okay, they'll have very good married life. The partner will be crazy about them. The opposite gender will be crazy about them. Okay, they'll have mass following. They'll have luxury. Okay, they don't have to do anything. They just have to, you know, like models. They just have to come to the party. They pay them for being there. That is the kind of shukra. People will give their vehicles. They will have very good vehicles. Okay, all luxury vehicles like Mercedes and everything. Venus, as per Nadi, gives you vehicles. Okay, um, five-star hotels, luxury travel. Okay, all blessings, all materialistic wealth. Fantastic. It is very, very good. They have very good relations. They're kind. They maintain relations very well, not only with their spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, with everybody. Because Venus is the planet for relations. Okay. Now, 7. Exalted Ketu. What will it give you?
Detachment. Spirituality.
Okay. And?
More research.
Yes.
Researcher.
Yes. And?
Interest in occult.
Ketu. Exalted Ketu.
Interest in occult.
Interest in occult. Yes.
No.
Yes. And? High intuition power.
Yes.
Extremely high intuition power. They get dreams. Almost they know what's going to happen. Astrology. Okay, top people in astrology have exalted Ketu. Extremely high intelligence.
Exalted Ketu means Ketu should be in Sagittarius.
8 and 9. 8 and 9 Rashi. Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay, see, in 8 it will give you occult. In 9 it will make you religious. You understand, na? 8 is ideal for occult. And 9 is ideal for religion. He'll be well read, well educated. He can get government jobs. He can get military jobs also. Why military jobs? Military and police.
Because 8th house is the Mars.
Uh, More accurate. Can you give me more accurate reason? I agree to that. More accurate.
Because of research or high intuitive.
No. Military and
Detachment
police.
from family.
Military and police. Why military and
Detachment
police?
from-
Because I've seen one chart. He has 3 sevens in his date of birth, and he's into military, infantry,
Okay.
government jobs, government and military jobs. More towards the physical aspect. Why? Because I've told you one principle. Ketu what? Mangal. Kuj. Ketu is
Ketu
similar
Mangal.
to Mangal. It is like having 2 Mangals. Okay, Ketu, I've seen many charts. It will give you occult definitely, but also In particular combinations, it will give you military and police kind of positions also. And Ketu is the flag. Ketu is the flag. With
And they
exalted
want
Ketu,
to, and if they are not in the military or police services, they want to go.
ha,
They wanted to go.
yes, yes, they want to go. They aspire to go and get into that. Also, Ketu gives you medical field because Ketu is the healing. Okay?
Sir, one question is there.
Ha,
Ketu is exalted in ninth house Sagittarius
ha.
and retrograded, and in KP it came to Vrishchika Rashi.
In
Then what should I mean?
in KP, don't say Vrishchika Rashi. KP, you tell me what is the number of the cusp.
Eighth house.
It is falling in the 8th house, right? See,
No, from Aries Lagna, I am calculating from Aries Lagna.
No, not from Aries Lagna.
Aries Lagna.
Whatever Lagna it is there in KP, which house it is falling in? Which Rashi, which Bhava?
Yeah, okay. Now, coming to this one, Midrun Lagna, Ketu is actually, as per Vedic astrology, it is in 7th house retrograded.
Okay.
And as per KP this one, it came to Vrishchika Rashi, 6th house.
It fell into 6th
So
house,
then
6th
what should
Bhava.
we consider?
You have to
6th Bhava.
see,
Then what should we consider?
for strength of planets, you look at the D1 chart. Okay, for the Bhava, for the signification it's going to give you in your life, you look at it, you look at the Cuspal chart. It is going to give you the results of 6th house. See, if it is exalted, it will give you positive results. What are the positive results of 6th house? Rogue Rund Shatru is the negative results. What are the positive results? Rashiji, that's what Rashiji.
Exactly reverse.
Rashiji, that's what I'm asking you. Now every house has positive and negative results. आपको कैसे पता चलेगा वो पॉजिटिव देगा कि नेगेटिव देगा?
He or she may crack cat, IIM, civil
Yes.
services.
When a good planet, when a strong 6th house is there, the person will be very competitive. That we'll again discuss in Bhavas. Okay? He'll be very competitive. He will have the capability of cracking competitive exams, winning sports medals. You know, Ketu in 6th house in a good dignity, he can be very good in sports. He can become a police. He can become a doctor. He can become a lawyer. Ketu is also law.
Dignity means degrees? No, sir. Dignity means degrees?
Degrees will give you strength. 12 to 15 degrees,
What
12
is
to
the
18
meaning of
degrees,
dignity?
12 to 18 degrees will give you the strength. And if it is exalted or in friendly sign or in own sign, it is positive. If it is debilitated in a enemy sign, it is negative.
Yes.
Okay? The sign
That
you
is
will
good
see.
dignity means exalted. Our own house.
Exactly. Okay, if it is in Shatru Rashi in D1 chart, it is going to behave very badly. Okay, it may be 6th Bhava or 7th Bhava, it doesn't matter. It's going to be irritated. You understand? You're sitting in fire. There is fire all around you. Okay, and you're sitting in a very good house. It doesn't matter the position of the house. You're sitting in fire. How will be your nature?
Previously, you told me that previously we discussed about Rahu is in 11th house means that is Kumbha Rashi.
Okay.
It's own Rashi, like that you told to me. That means Ketu is exactly opposite to that one.
Yeah, Ketu's Rashi as per the modern astrology is Vrishchika. It is the Rashi. It is its own. See, some people do not give any house to Ketu. Okay, some modern astrologers have decided that the Vrishchika, the Scorpio, is the Rashi of the Ketu. Okay, we'll use both, na? We'll use both techniques. Okay, if suppose Ketu in its own Rashi, in Vrishchikam, exalted, okay, it's sitting in the 6th house, he'll make him very competitive. Okay, now Saturn exalted. What are the results? Devashish sir,
Yes, sir.
Saturn exalted. What are the results?
Saturn probably that was more humanitarian,
Okay.
forward thinking,
Okay.
and
Practical guy.
tactical guys. I mean, like, they want to bring some change, innovation, independent, forward thinking,
See, Saturn exalted.
Workaholic.
First, he'll be
hardworking,
very, very hardworking. He'll be very career oriented. Except career, he'll not
pessimistic.
think of anything else. Okay? Ketu, Saturn exalted. He'll be very organized. He'll be very humble. He'll be career oriented. He'll be very disciplined. Extremely hardworking. Okay?
Mature.
He'll be very matured. Very good. He'll be very matured. He'll be tall. He'll be slightly dark. Okay? He'll have long hands and legs. Okay? He will respect the
So
labors.
I saw one chart.
Yes, sir.
Chart. In Lagna, Saturn is there
Ah,
and retrograded. That means actually Lagna, Saturn will be, his body will be dark actually.
Yes.
As per this Vedic.
Yes.
As in Lagna, if it is, Saturn is there in Lagna,
Yes, correct.
the body will be dark.
Correct.
If it is retrograded, automatically body will be reverse. Na?
Slightly less shade of dark. Less shade. But it will be in the darker only, sir.
No, sir.
Again, multiple characters, sir.
Makar
What are
Rashi, Makar Lagna, Saturn is there. Saturn is there in this, what you say, Lagna, and that boy or whatever it is very, very fair.
That's what, sir. We need to check other conditions.
Okay, right.
Multiple other conditions are there. Are there any aspects of the planets? We have not done aspects, na? Suppose Moon is aspecting Saturn or Moon is conjunct. Suppose it is in the nakshatra of Moon, nakshatra of
Yeah,
Venus.
moon is also with it. Moon is also with it.
Exactly.
Same in Lagna.
Exactly. You got it. I told you, na? Moon is in the Lagna means Saturn plus Moon in the Lagna. Definitely Moon is stronger than Saturn. He'll be fair. Okay. Second point, he'll get depressive tendencies. Third point, his mother would have struggled in her life. Or mother would be a career oriented woman. Okay. Mother would be very hardworking. And the person will have tendencies of depression in his life, even suicidal tendencies, if supporting planets are not there. See, understand, sir, Mars will give you reddish complexion. Okay? Sun will give you slightly orangish reddish kind of complexion. Venus and Moon will give you fair complexion. Saturn will give you darker shades. Okay? So when Saturn is there, even if it is retrograde, it will be dark only. Unless there is a counter force, counterbalancing force, like Moon is sitting over there. Now Moon is there, Moon is stronger than Saturn, and also Saturn is weak in terms of nakshatra, navamsha, then he will become fair. See, that's what I'm telling you. There is no blind rules in astrology. You have to improvise it and analyze it at that moment. That's why you need to understand the fundamentals right. You understand? Na? You need to, if you understand the fundamentals, and it's a vector field. There are multiple
Yes, if
forces.
it is retro, the person will be dark only. It is not applied 100%.
Exactly. Saturn shade will be dark only. Unless there is a counter force. Saturn is in Venus
Yeah.
nakshatra sitting with Moon. The person will be fair, na? And the Rashi in which he is sitting, that also you need to see. Suppose he is sitting in Tula Rashi. Saturn is exalted in Tula, suppose, or Vrishab Rashi. Then he will be fair.
No, it's
Okay?
not compulsory.
No, it's not compulsory. Nothing is compulsory in astrology. I'm telling you what are the various combinations, various possibilities. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Like I told you, if it is with Moon, and he said it is with Moon and he's fair, na?
If the sun is in Lagna, the person have glowing kind of a
Ah.
skin. In 80 or 90% cases.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Generally, this will be the conditions. Okay, there are millions of permutation combinations. Okay, now let's look at Mars. Mars is exalted. Then, Kiran sir, tell me.
Sir, he will be a bodybuilder, basically.
Muscular
Physically
body,
good,
yes.
physically muscular body.
Muscular body, yes. And
And aggressive and
Aggressive but
Execute.
balanced.
He's an executor.
Aggressive but balanced,
Balance
sir.
executor.
Ah,
He's an executor actually.
yes. And
And red color body,
slightly reddish.
as we
Okay.
discussed right now.
Ah, okay.
Slightly reddish.
And exalted Mars also gives you Mantra Siddhi, sir.
Okay.
Mantra Siddhi, highly disciplined, highly physical. Okay, very good married life, very good sex life. Okay, very helpful. Mars is the NGO planet.
Mars and Saturn combination also give months.
Yes, yes. Those combinations are there. Let's not get into it. But I'm telling
Yeah.
you, only Mars is exalted without affliction. The and anywhere in the chart, it can be in 12th bhava, first bhava, any bhava. Mars exalted, he'll be physically fit. He'll not be fat unless they're afflicted. He'll have a good muscular body. Okay. Uh, he will be an NGO. He'll have many friends. He'll help people. Selflessly, he'll help
Yeah,
people.
helpful in nature.
Will be very helpful in nature. That's what I'm telling you. You have to understand the moment Mars in its own sign, okay, or in exaltation, you see that it can be in 8th house, 9th house, 2nd house, first house, doesn't matter. Immediately your predictions have to be this. And to at least to 70 to 80%, they'll be correct. Again, you'll have to be careful about the afflictions. If there are afflictions, again,
If
it
it
will
is
change.
with the sun,
Mars
if
with
it is
Sun,
with sun, then what?
Mars with Sun in good dignity, he will he'll be extremely aggressive, leadership positions, okay, egoistic.
So automatically sun will take care that one, combustion, conjunction.
No, no,
Conjunction is
it
there.
will fire plus fire,
Will be
sir.
there obviously.
Fire plus fire. Mars and Sun
But
people are.
there are highly chances, sir, that Mars will be combust with Sun.
Mars can be combust, but fire plus fire. Even with combust, you are adding Martian
Yeah.
energy to Sun.
Yes, yes.
And these people shine. These people are extremely, they have leadership qualities. Also, they have executive qualities.
Yes.
See, combust doesn't mean the qualities of the planet will be lost. The planet will become weak, but it forms a new DNA.
Okay.
Okay, it forms a new DNA. So this person will be extremely aggressive, can be egoistic, if placed in a bad side. Body temperature will be very high of these people. They'll be like dynamite. You touch them and they'll explode. It's a dangerous combination. Sun and Mars close conjunction is a dangerous combination. Particularly for a male, and for a female, they will not conceive. Sun and Mars together, they'll have problems in conception. Why?
Because of heat.
Exactly, because of heat. Heat will not work out like that. Okay? They will lose their
Sir,
femininity
in my
because.
chart, sun and Mars is there. They are both are there.
Sir, don't get into your chart, sir. There are multiple conditions, I'm telling you. We'll discuss
No,
charts.
He's talking about female conceive.
Oh,
For female, sir. See, I'm telling you, males are born on the Pingla Nadi, female are born on the Ida Nadi. Pingla Nadi is the Surya Nadi, Ida Nadi is the Chandra Nadi. Okay? Men handle heat naturally. They can handle heat because they're born aggressive, their body is prone to heat. Okay? But again, too much heat in man's body also disturbs, gives you hormonal imbalance. But particularly for females who are born on the Chandranadi, because they are linked to the moon cycle, too much of heat will create problems. For example, I'll tell you a generic rule, generic observation. Women born in particularly Aries and Leo, they have bad marriages and they have miscarriages. You can observe it. But don't say that everybody born in that. Not everybody. Most of the times, many times I've seen women born in Aries and Leo, they have bad marriages and some miscarriages have happened. Because it's a fire sign. And if there is no counterbalancing force, then it creates problems. Because women are naturally born, are born on the Ida Nadi, the Chandra Nadi, the cool Nadi. Women are naturally mothers, naturally healers. They take care, they nurture, they cook. they are more sensitive. Okay, they are more artistic. And men are on the right side, they have good leadership skills.
Are you talking about moon sign or are you talking about lung sign?
I'm sorry, I'm not talking about
Are
moon
you talking?
sign or lagna sign. There are three nadis in our body.
Okay, okay.
Okay, one is the ida nadi, one is the pingla nadi, one is the sushumna nadi. Okay, all men are born on the pingla nadi, on the right channel. All women are born on the ida nadi. Okay, this is beyond astrology, I'm telling you. When a particular male is
No, you
born,
were talking about Aries and Leo.
yeah, that is one point, Rashiji. That point is over. That
So
point
you were talking
was,
about moon sign.
it can be anything. It particularly it is effective for sun sign, particularly sun sign,
Okay.
more than moon sign,
Okay.
because moon in Aries will still cool down the Aries sign. You understand? Moon
Okay.
being the cold planet, when it is sitting in Aries Rashi, it will still cool
Okay.
it down. But when sun is sitting in Aries Rashi, it's getting exalted.
Okay.
So the ego element will increase for the woman.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and when the ego element increases, obviously conception becomes a problem. Okay, and
Okay.
also relations will suffer.
Okay.
The reason more so for women is because women are naturally born on the ida nadi. One more important point I'll tell you: if a male is born towards ida nadi, the person will have tendencies of becoming a gay.
Okay.
If the woman is born on the pingala nadi, the person, they like lesbian kind of a thing. You understand? These are psychosomatic centers.
Okay.
There are chakras, 7 chakras, and 3 nadis. Each of the chakra is connected to one planet. When you do correction at the chakra level, even the planet gets adjusted and the behavior also get adjusted of the person.
Okay.
Okay, na? Fine. Now, quickly, tell me debilitation. Sun debilitated. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Debashish sir.
Yes, sir.
Sun debilitated.
Yeah, if sun is depleted, that means confidence level will be low,
Okay.
leadership quality, the problem,
Okay.
and may not get support from fathers,
Fantastic.
and attention will be reduced. As you said, that if sun is exalted, that he'll be attentive, but
Correct.
it is vice versa if at all, if it is debilitated.
Correct. Okay. And
And less ambitious.
okay. Very good. Okay. Sun basically debilitated means definitely he'll have a perverted ego. The ego will not be reasonable. Okay. Like for example, many times you don't even mean to say anything, but that person will take it on their ego. Okay. See, if you insult a person, you definitely have to react. Okay. That is a healthy ego. But these people will have an unhealthy ego. Accidentally, you don't even mean, you say something, they will take it to their heart and they get the explosive ego they will have. Okay. Sun debilitated will give you bad career. Why? Sir,
Sun is career oriented.
sun debilitated will
Sun,
give you a.
actually, sun.
Tell me, sir. Tell me. Kiranji.
A bad career plus. Okay.
See, for
Yes, sir.
career, you have to see Mercury, Saturn, and Sun. Most important planets for career. Okay? A Sun in good position will give you fantastic career. Okay? If you see in the literal terms, Sun is the father. Okay? When the father is extremely supportive, okay, like the film actors, they launch their kids. Okay? They launch them at such a high pedestal. Now, to take it ahead, you need your skills, which is Mercury. Okay? But the launching, the starting point, the first movie, the first project, the first job, sun will give you. And the higher the strength of the sun, the higher pedestal you'll be launched at. You understand? Sun is very, very important for career. A bad sun, you cannot rise. The person may have strong Jupiter, may have strong Mercury, strong because sun gives you recognition, sun gives you positions, sun gives you promotion. The person will not rise. He may be a fantastic programmer, but he will not get promoted. You understand why I'm spending so much time on each planet? Because a bad sun, he cannot rise, he cannot get promoted. A good Mercury will give you good skills, okay, good business acumen, but he'll be at that level only. He cannot ascend his level. He will not get promotions. He will never get any awards, rewards in his life. No recognition in his life. Sun is the most important planet for promotions, for becoming the top management. If sun is not there, you will be a good employee, but you will not get promoted. Sun is bad, sun is debilitated, the person's father may die early or he may get separated, conditions apply. Or he may be at the same place, but he'll be a very negative character, negative influence on his life. A debilitated sun afflicted by Rahu or Ketu in a bad dignity, the person's father will die early. Same thing with moon. Moon debilitated, okay, in enemy zone, in debilitation, afflicted badly, in bad nakshatra, the mother will die or there will be separation of father and mother. It's such a red flag. The moment you see this particular combination, this particular debilitation, immediately you have to get alert. How was your influence of your father in your life? Was he there in your life? He did not always go away. Probably he's working in, say, Gulf. Okay? He was never there at home. He used to come once in a year. You know, many people who work in the UAE and all, Dubai and all, they come once or twice in a year. There's no influence of the father in the person's life. There's no divorce or separation happened with the parents. You understand? Sir Debashish ji.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Sun
It's
debility.
basically fundamentals. I mean, that is what we learned in numerology as well.
Yes. One missing.
Sir, I have seen one more combination, though it is not relevant, but Sun with Rahu. That person, Sun is exalted, but because of Rahu, that person lost job, but he gets subsequently a subsequent job.
Yes.
But there is a chance for losing job as well with Rahu.
No. That will happen in the Gochar and in the Dasha. The events will happen in the Gochar and the Dasha. We have to analyze that. This is the characteristics, what is promised to him in this life. Will he have a good father, bad father? You know?
He lost his father in, childhood.
Exactly.
As you said rightly.
Exactly.
That separation.
Exactly. Either he will be separated, mother, father will separate, or he will lose his father, or he will stay in a very faraway place, or he will be traveling all the time. Or it could be that father and son don't have good relationship. They may be in the same house, but they don't talk to each other.
Sir, I'm sorry to say that, I'm in little confusion with me that this exaltation as well as debilation, you are talking from the planet-wise. Am I right?
Yes.
Now that there is bhava-wise, like house-wise, you said that,
Yes.
there is another impact, right?
Yes. That we'll discuss.
So we have to see I'm just giving you that this is fundamental for my understanding because I
Yes.
don't know astrology.
Yes.
So one is that house-wise, we have to see.
Yes.
We have to see planet-wise whether it is exalted or debilitated.
Yes.
And Rashi, in which house Rashi is sitting.
Yes, sir. See, the first you when you open the chart, you check the quality of the planets. Don't look at the bhava.
Acha, quality of planet.
Quality,
Okay.
are they exalted, debilitated, own sign, enemy sign? First you look at that. More planets
Okay.
debilitated, the person's will life will be miserable. They may be in good Kendra houses, they may be in Trikona houses. It will reduce the strength of the Kendra houses. It will diminish it. More number of exalted planets, life will be good.
Okay.
More
Okay. Understood.
planets, more planets in their own Rashi, okay? More planets in friendly Rashi, it will be good. Very, see, astrology is very simple. We don't focus on the fundamentals. The fundamentals is how can you have a good life with more number of debilitated planets?
Hmm.
Okay, there may be a niche bunk which is happening. Okay, there may be a support which is happening, but the point is debilitated planets will not give you good results. When a person is sitting in fire, he cannot talk politely to you, he will only shout on you. When you're sitting in enemy's house, okay, when you're sitting, say suppose you're sitting in Pakistan in your enemy's house, you cannot be positive. You may be a natural malefic, natural benefic, you cannot be positive.
Sir, one good point you mentioned here
Yes, sir.
that through chakras,
Yes, sir.
that planet can be, that planet characteristics can be changed or little, influenced.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, my question is that these chakras will you cover in Nadi course or it's a different course?
Sir, we'll see, sir, if I want to cover it actually, because it's a very, very interesting topic. If I get chance, I'll try to cover it for you. At least try
Yeah,
to give.
because as you said rightly, sir, that astrology is that if the planets are debilitated, more planets are debilitated, how
Yes.
we can help the native
Yes.
with chakras. So
Yes.
that I'm just coordinating these two, and if at all
Absolutely.
it is possible, so kindly
Absolutely.
help us.
Yeah, because what happens is by putting long dalchini and all these things, the remedies they are telling na in the internet, nothing will happen. Okay, the chakra, the yantra is connected to the chakra, and when you work at a very, very fundamental deep level, the remedies will be tangible. The results will be tangible. Otherwise, the remedies don't work. I'm telling you that. You
I
have to
have
do
seen
it.
a chart of a person whose three planets were debilitated, and he didn't have a very good career.
Uh,
But when he came into occult, he's a gemologist now. He's showroom of gemstones only.
yes.
So now he's earning good money.
Yes, yes. See, three planets are debilitated, five planets are good, na? Six planets are
Maybe
good.
or may not be. I
राशि
don't
जी
remember his
राशि जी
chart.
ऐसे स्पेसिफिक मत जाओ. देखो दो तीन प्लैनेट डिबिलिटेट होने के बाद भी छह प्लैनेट स्ट्रांग है ना. और दूसरी चीज क्या है, दशा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ द दशा ऑफ
He
एन
comes.
exalted,
No, he comes from a very rich family.
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
It also matters.
हाँ तो सन अच्छा हो गया ना. जुपिटर अच्छा हो गया. वेरी गुड
Yes,
फैमिली
yes,
मीन्स सन इज
yes.
वेरी गुड. ओके, जुपिटर
Yeah,
इज
I
गुड.
don't remember his chart.
हाँ देखो, एक दो प्लैनेट होने से कुछ नहीं होगा. व्हाट हैपेंस इज when the dasha of a very good planet gets activated na, even those debilitated planets does not make much difference. But I'm telling you, where the planets are debilitated, that particular organ, that particular aspect will have problem.
So you mean to say, sir, that chakras can be influenced through yantras?
Yes, chakras, yantra is the physical manifestation of the chakra. Okay, for example, Shri Yantra is the physical manifestation of your Nabi chakra or your Manipura chakra. Okay, when I do the puja of the Shri Yantra, my Manipura chakra automatically gets cleansed and strengthened, and I will have results manifested accordingly. Okay, because the remedies are divided into three parts: mantra, yantra, and tantra. Okay, unless you use yantra, you cannot correct the chakras. Okay, and that also Like I told you, if the planet is debilitated, minimum 1 lakh recitations of the mantras is required. Minimum one anushthan, 1 lakh 25,000. If the planet is weak, 40,000 to 50,000. Before that, you will not get result. 11
So,
times,
sir,
21 times.
if at all that, for each and every planet, there is a yantra?
Yes, for each and every planet, there is a yantra. There is a deity. Deity also has a yantra. And without
Deity means that is your
the god of that particular planet.
god of that.
Okay. Now, certain malefic planets, they are deeply malefic. You should not do mantra of that particular planet because you're directly invoking it, activating it, and that may give you immediately negative results. So that time what we do is we invoke the deity of that planet. For example, deity of Shani is Mahakali. Okay, if you have a debilitated Saturn, and even in D30 chart it is debilitated, if you activate Saturn, it will immediately give you bad results. I can prove it to you.
For Rahu and Ketu, who are the deities?
See, for Rahu it is Durga, Ma Durga. For Ketu is Ganesha. Again, many deities are there, but one deity I'm telling you. So if you want to activate strength, even Gayatri mantra is very good for Rahu. It will nullify. Okay, so suppose you want to strengthen your Ketu or suppose you want to strengthen your Rahu, then you get the yantra of the Ma Durga and start doing Durga jap, and depending on how bad is the Rahu, that many anushtanas you need to do. It will not work out like the way they say in internet, convalexa, you say 10 times, it's going to barish ho jayega, paiso ka. It will not work out. If the planet is debilitated, one anushthan is minimum. One anushthan means 1,25,000 times you need to chant the mantra. If the planet is in a weak sign, enemy sign, at least 40 to 50,000 times. Now, if I am doing one mala 108 times, if I do 10 malas also, okay, say that is 1080 times. So, how many days will take for me to do 50,000 times? Minimum 2 months. From 2 months onwards, the result will start showing. Many times you have to do this particular Diksha 3 to 4 times.
Oh.
See, if it is Om Namah Shivaya, it is Panchakshari, you have to do minimum 5 lakh times to get attention of Lord Shiva. I am not telling Siddhi. To get attention, for him to give a glance to you, you need to do 5 lakh times. Gayatri mantra has 24 Bij Aksharas. So 24 lakh times you need to do. Before 24 lakh times, you don't even get the attention of Gayatri. So definitely remedies will work, but there is a particular count which is there in our Shastras. Okay, approximately I'm telling you, if it is in an enemy sign, 40 to 50,000 times mantra, you repeat that 3-4 times, then it will give you tangible results.
Well, I'm just asking you, sir, that this code structure. I don't know. So that's what I was asking. That if at all these things will be covered up.
I will cover remedies.
Because,
I'll cover remedies.
Because Nadi, we know in the sense we are going to learn, and after that, if at all we can't give them the solution or remedies.
No. Without that, it is useless. Without solutions,
that's what
you will make his life more miserable. You will frighten him and send him back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In fact, what I tell you is don't give him the intensity. Suppose, say, 4 planets are debilitated. Now, don't frighten him. Tell him that, okay, it will be done. But you have to do these kind of things and this much number you need to do. You understand? Suppose.
Sir, I have one more question.
Yeah.
If 3 planets are debilitated in the mantra, then
marriage will be gone.
Okay.
Marriage will be badly affected.
Okay. And other prospects?
Again, you have to see Neej Bhang is happening or not.
Okay.
See, suppose Neej Bhang is happening for 2 planets, they are gaining strength from some other sources, then the marriage will be good.
Neej Bhang will only happen in the same house, no?
That Neej Bhang will happen if there is an aspect of a friendly planet. Okay, if that particular lord of that Rashi is exalted somewhere, if it is in a positive nakshatra. Okay, so many factors are there.
Okay.
Okay, that will study in Neech Bang. That's again part of Vedic, so I'm not touching it.
And if only one planet is debilitated in Lagna Kundi, then
That's fine. One or two planets.
not an big
These
issue.
days, everybody has one or two, three planets, up to three planets. Everybody has afflicted planets.
Yes,
Baba,
yes.
if you have two, three strong planets, na, that is sufficient. They will pull your life. But again, Rashiji, if you are getting dasha of bad planets continuously, na,
Yes, yes.
then your life is gone, na.
I got
See,
your
there is
point.
suppose Venus, for example, in my chart, I will not see Venus Mahadasha.
Okay.
I will never see Venus Mahadasha because I will not. That will happen after my 140th year.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to live that long. So, but my Venus is in sixth house, so it doesn't matter, na. For me, I will not see the bad effect of Venus.
And
If
which sign?
you understand, na, my point.
Okay, which sign?
See, mine is Dhanu Lagna.
Okay.
Again, you have to see Kaspal chart. You see my videos of Kaspal chart.
Okay.
Okay, when my Venus is in sixth house, okay, and when in my life I will never see the dasha of Venus, then it doesn't matter. But definitely Venus in sixth house will give you little problems in marriage.
Yes, yes.
But again, if Neech Bang is happening, then it is fine.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now let's talk about Mars debilitated. Kiran sir,
Sir,
Mars debilitated. What is the result? Tell me sir quickly.
and due to Devashish sir only.
Okay, Devashish sir.
Okay. So one is that, it is just opposite to that exaltation, what you mentioned, if I'm not wrong. That
Okay.
first could be, I would say that physical body will not be that so great or
Very good.
attractive.
Very good. Very
So
good.
that is one, and less action oriented.
Okay.
Action oriented in the sense, I mean, execution could be a challenge,
Okay.
and discipline, not much discipline.
Okay.
Married life could be a challenge, and less humanitarian.
Yes. Very good. Very good. And also
Yeah.
all negatives of Mars you tell, na?
Yeah, negative of Mars. I mean, one is that chances of accident.
Chances of accidents. Because four is vehicles. Karkarashi is vehicles. And Mars is getting debilitated there. So chances of accidents, he can be a sadist criminal. When Mars, particularly Mars, when it is debilitated, the chance of he being a criminal is very high. Okay,
And
he can do domestic
the Mars,
violence.
if the Mars is in own sign but bad house,
Own sign
like
doesn't do
six
so
or
much
seven,
bad, Rashiji. Own sign generally
six
doesn't.
or seven.
See, own sign is comfortable. See, suppose Mars is over here in Vrishik Rashi, in 8th house, na?
Okay.
It doesn't do
Yes.
so much bad. See,
Sir,
when
let me
Mars.
tell you, sir, that in my D1 chart, Mars is sitting in the debilitated house,
Ah.
that is on 4th house, and 10 degree.
Okay. So, see, again, Mars will give you a lot of anger. Okay? At the initial stage. See, again, you have to see multiple conditions. If the Lagna is weak, if the Jupiter is weak, then he'll become a criminal. Not every situation. You understand, na? But generally, Mars is weak. He'll give you low energy. Okay? It will give you uncontrollable anger. It can give you accidents. Okay? It can, certain cases, not every case, certain cases, it can give you impotency problem.
You can go to temple every Tuesday.
Sorry?
You can go to temple every Tuesday of Hanumanji. No?
You can
And
do
offer him
remedies.
prasad.
Yes, remedies you can do. But particularly
And
in
offer
male,
prasad.
particularly in males, if Mars is weak, then impotency problem can come. Okay, sex life will suffer for males. Okay, because for males, Mars is the body. For females, Venus is the body. Okay? And also blood related problems can come. Anger issues, blood vessels, blood problems, these things can come. Headache, migraine also can come because in the Kalpurush Kundli, Mary's is the first house, the top portion of the head. So skull injury, one mark on the skull can come, cut on the skull, cut on the face. When Mars is debilitated, and Aries and Scorpio I also have seen, most of them will have a cut on the face. Aries and Scorpio Rashi, some kind of cut. They will get lot of injuries in their childhood. They keep fall down, they hurt themselves, somehow or the other they hurt themselves. Mars debilitated.
And as you said rightly, sir, that since it is sitting in fourth house,
Huh.
I have a problem with my vehicle. Means
Yes.
vehicle I am unable to buy or
Yes,
something
yes.
like that.
Because fourth house is vehicle, na? Sukhasthana.
Yeah.
So vehicle
Yeah.
problems will be there. If you buy a vehicle, it can meet into, like every now and then they have a small accident. You would have observed some people. For them,
Correct.
Mars is bad. They just remove the vehicle, there'll be a scratch. There'll be some problem, or they cannot buy a vehicle. If they buy a vehicle, they'll have a problem, or they cannot buy. Some problem will be there. Okay, and when the dasha of Mars comes, you have to be little careful. You can have these kind of issues like blood, RBCs, RBC count, blood problems, blood impurities. Okay, fights in very bad dignity. Suppose Mars is debilitated in the 8th house or 6th house, there can be attacks. See, these are extreme cases I'm talking about. You just have to keep in mind, whenever Mars is in the Triksthan debilitated, there can be severe accidents, there can be attack of gundas, enemies, cuts, they will try to stab you. These kind of things will happen in extreme case, sir, not every case. For you, it is in 4th house. And entire
Yeah.
chart you have to see. Don't be afraid. Don't be,
No,
paranoid.
I'm just telling you because this is the problem I have been facing, and
Sir,
if
Mars
is so weak.
Mars
I would have not.
Mars debilitated in 4th house will also give you real estate issues.
Yes, I do have.
And I will also give you problem with your mother. Relation with mother will suffer, or mother would have suffered.
Yes, yes.
Am I right?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Sir, that my question is that this debilitation
Yes.
can be mitigated
Yes.
through yantras.
You have to take a Mars yantra or take a Hanuman yantra and do one Anushthan of Mangal mantra. Om Ang Angarakaya Nama. Before that, you will not get any result. One Anushthan means 1,25,000 japas. Japa of the mantra. You make a count from today or tomorrow or from the next Tuesday and start chanting the Mangal mantra for 1,25,000 times. There are many mantras. You take any mantra, doesn't matter. Take
No,
any.
like, that Om Hanumataya Namah, if I start.
That also you can do. The deity of
Yes, it
Hanuman.
is also good.
That the
Sorry,
deity.
ma'am?
It is also good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either the
Yeah,
mantra of the planet or the mantra of the deity.
And you can also do Hanuman Chalisa also. It is
I do two times in a day, but that said that,
Yeah, you
like,
can do seven times on Tuesday and Saturday.
achha, okay. That Chalisa, huh?
Yes, yes. It gives good results.
And sir, that yantra, that you said Hanuman yantra, I can wear it on Tuesday or Saturday, am I right?
Not wear it. You put it in your puja room.
Achha, okay.
Okay, put
I
it
have
in
to
the
keep it
puja.
in the puja room.
And light a lamp for it every day. And from Tuesday you start either Hanuman mantra or Mangal mantra. You keep a count disciplinedly. In the span of 6 months to 1 year, you complete 1,25,000 times. Then you see the result. You may have to do 2-3 Anushtanas. That also I am telling you. That again depends. It's very difficult to get hold of the deity. It's not so easy. Actually, what you're doing is, when you're doing the mantra, you're washing away all the negative karmas with regard to Mangal, which have accumulated from the past janmas. Okay? Now, the amount of dirt, we need to check your chart completely. All the 16 Varga charts we need to check.
As Rashi ma'am said that, Chalisa, if at all I can increase from 2 to 7, at least Tuesday and Saturday.
7 times not sufficient, sir. 1 lakh times you need to do.
Like 1 lakh, not possible in a day, na, sir?
Not in one day, it'll take 1
7
year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Rashi
Yeah,
ma'am,
you can do once a day, once a day.
see, Rashi ma'am,
I'm doing twice a day, and I will increase at least for Tuesday and Saturday, as you said.
If you are doing twice a day, 7 times gives the good results. I have done.
no, it will give you good results, but I want to remove the debilitation completely.
Yes.
See, Hanuman Chalisa is very long. It'll take 5 to 6 minutes, right?
Correct.
So one mala will take you for 3 to 4 minutes, and that is 108 times. See, this is the prescribed number which is given in Brihad Parashara, Hora Shastra, and all. When it is debilitated, you do the mantra. Okay, Hanuman Chalisa you do additionally. Definitely it will do you good. But take the
Even
yantra.
if you go to astrologers, na, they will tell you to do Sundarkand also.
अरे राशि जी उनको कंफ्यूज
And
मत
it is
करो,
for
कंफ्यूज
and
मत
it is
करो.
for 1 hour also.
हाँ, Sundarakanda for 1 hour, 1 lakh times. How much time he'll have to resign job and he'll do it. So don't
Yeah, it's
confuse
very
him.
difficult.
Don't confuse him. See,
Yeah,
why
it
I'm
is very
telling you the
difficult.
mantra is you can count the mantra, you can do it fast. Om
Yeah,
Ang
mantra.
Angarakaya Nama.
If you are
और
doing mantras, आप manifest करके करते हैं ना उसको, तो मतलब बहुत वर्क करते हैं मंत्र और
हाँ,
बहुत
बीज
कम टाइम
मंत्र.
देते हैं.
When you're using the Bij mantra of the particular deity or planet, it will give you very fast results and you can count it also.
Yes.
Okay, that's the reason I'm telling. As per Brihad Parashara Horashastra, when it is debilitated, minimum 1,25,000 times, and you have to repeat the Anushtanas. Okay,
Yeah, take a break, है ना? Take a
yeah.
break and then.
No, if the result is not coming, if the result is not showing, then you have to repeat it. See, it's not going to be an overnight job. It will take 1
Yes.
to 2 years if you really work very hard. 1 year it will give you very good results, but it will give you pakka very good results.
Yeah, sometimes it gives
Pakka.
result in 10 days also.
Yes. Within a week, you will start feeling that negative becoming a positive. You understand? Suppose, for example, my mercury is bad. Okay, I have memory problem. The moment I start doing Buddha mantra, within 1 week, I realized that my memory has improved. Not completely, not 100%, but it is better. I'm remembering things where I've kept my keys and all. I started seeing improvement in my mercury. Within 1 week, 2 weeks, you will start feeling the difference. But completely remove the nichta of the planet, the complete debilitation if you have to remove it, then 1 to 2 anushtanas you have to do. It is a long-term job. It will not happen overnight. Okay, like the way they tell you on internet. But definitely it will give you results. 100%. I've seen results. I've seen improvement in my own life.
So this Anushtana related to Mangal.
Anything, sir, anything. If the planet is debilitated, minimum 1,25,000 you should do.
No, Anushtana.
No, that is Anushthan is the name of the mantra jap. Any mantra you can do. Suppose your Rahu is debilitated. So for Rahu you do one Anushthan.
Understood.
You understood, no? Okay, now suppose your Jupiter is debilitated. Quickly tell the results. If we can close this.
Lack of luck, guidance, struggle with higher education.
Very
Guru's
good.
support may not be there.
Very good. And Kiranji. Kiranji, you there? Very important
sir.
point. I'm waiting for one very important point.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Guru debilitated, Jupiter debilitated. One very important point, Rashi ji.
Wisdom issue?
Wisdom issue is there, yes, but more important than that.
Feels blocked. I mean, wisdom feels blocked.
More important than that.
Then probably that conceive issue or rather the children issue.
Perfect.
Akal.
Nahi, what sir is telling. Children, Santan Sukh.
Santan Sukh will be a problem.
Okay, debilitated Jupiter and weak planets in the 5th house and the D7 chart the person will not have kids. There is no Santana Sukh.
Fifth house means yes, exactly. Debilitated
See, the
Jupiter in fifth
Karaka,
house, that is okay.
the Karaka, the Karaka for children is Jupiter. The Karaka for marriage is Venus. Okay? When Jupiter is debilitated, there is chance that other conditions apply, chance that he will have problem in conceiving, he will not have children, he or she. Okay, very important point. Wealth accumulation will be difficult for that person.
It can also be there that like they will have less children. Or
They will have
want,
less children. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If they want two, they
Correct.
are having one. If
Correct.
they want
Correct.
three, they are having one.
Again, there are
Like
millions
that.
of permutation combinations, but very badly afflicted fifth house. Jupiter also debilitated. D7 chart also bad. The person will be childless. Okay, he will be irreligious. Very important. He first of all he will not come to the astrologer, and if he comes to the astrologer, he will say astrology is bullshit. The person will be irreligious. Neech Jupiter can also create adaptation into other religions because he will not have love for his religion. Very important point. Suppose a person's date of birth is 4. Okay, date of birth is 4. Jupiter is debilitated, having aspect Drishti of Rahu. Jupiter is debilitated, having aspect of Rahu. Chance of he converting to a different religion is very high. Hello?
Understood, sir.
Kiranji?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand? Jupiter, Rahu. These people are irreligious and they are attracted towards other religions more. Whenever the aspect of Rahu falls on Jupiter, the chance of they like other religions more. They criticize their own religion. They like other cultures, other religion more. And exalted Jupiter will make you very religious. Make you go in deep into your religion. You may be a Muslim, you may be a Christian. Whatever your religion, you go very much in depth. ठीक है ना? So important point, he'll be very irreligious. Okay? He will not accept God. He will not have luck factor. He will not have good gurus. Okay? The gurus would have exploited him. He would have had bad experience with gurus. Education will get majorly hampered. Mercury and Jupiter. Okay? He will have problem with conceiving. He may not have Santanasuk at all. The moment Jupiter is there, you have to tell these points. Jupiter can be more so if it is in Trikstan, 3, 6, 8, 12, even 3. Why 3 is bad? Kiran sir?
3 is for Mercury.
Rashi ma'am, why 3 is bad? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
हाँ. Rashi ma'am? Kiran ji?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Deboshi sir, tell me why 3 is bad?
Three house you are saying, right?
Third bhava.
Third bhava. Yeah, because I mean, probably it is a Roman's house, so the less romantic.
No.
Sibling house.
No. 3
Communication. Communication issue.
One of the most troublesome houses. Kiranji, why? 3, 11, even 11. One of the most troublesome houses. If they have bad dignity.
No support from family.
Sir, Bhavat Bhavam, sir.
Acha, Bhavat Bhav.
Bhavat
That
Bhavam.
is
8th from 8th.
8 from 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th from 8th. And 11th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th from 6th. And even 12th from 12th, 11th house. You understood?
Mm.
Bhavat Bhavam, third house acts like eighth house. Many tragedies, many like when the third bhava gets activated, many tragedies happen in Gochar. You have to be very careful. Third house, 11th house. 11th house is Labasthana, definitely, 100%. But a bad planet doing Gochar of 11th and third houses will show you hell. Okay? Now let's go to Rahu, debilitated Rahu. Quickly, Kiran sir, tell me. Rashi ji, tell me.
What is the question, sir?
Debilitated Rahu.
Debilitated Rahu.
Haan.
Less discipline, organized, less organized,
Criminal,
bad planners.
criminal minded.
Absolutely correct, Rashi ji. Absolutely correct. Criminal minded. Because Rahu itself is a outcast. Over that is, debilitated. Criminal mind. If the Jupiter is weak, if the moon is weak, the person, good chances of criminal is very high. Okay, addictions. Good chance of addictions. Even moon debilitated, he will have addictions problem. I missed this point. Moon debilitated, alcohol, drugs, Rahu, smoking, even alcohol and drugs. Okay?
If moon debilitated,
Moon debilitated, good chance of OCD and depression and addiction. Moon debilitated, OCD, depression and addictions. Rahu debilitated, good chance of addictions, alcohol and drugs and smoking. Okay?
okay.
Okay, Kiran sir, okay?
And nothing is there. Only these things.
No,
If
all the
Rahu
negatives.
is,
He'll not be
There
disciplined.
is bad planner, discipline, less discipline.
Exactly, he'll be
That
dirty.
will continue.
Yeah, he'll be dirty. He'll not be disciplined. He'll not take bath. He will have criminal mentality. He will have wicked mentality.
So what I observe, sir, that if at all who is weak or debilitated,
Yes.
that person is facing problem while traveling from one place to other.
Yes. Absolutely. That's also there. Rahu debilitated will have problems in traveling, will have problems with electronics, will have a tendency for illegal gambling. Very important. Moon and Rahu debilitated, illegal gambling. Okay, suppose I have moon over here. Okay, I have moon over here. Both are getting debilitated.
We can't see your screen. If at all you are showing, I don't know.
You can't see the screen?
No. I mean, since beginning, sir.
Oh my god. From beginning I'm showing you. Now can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at this scenario. Moon, Rahu both are debilitated. Okay. Sir,
Yeah, we can see.
Moon and Rahu both are debilitated.
Hmm.
Now can you imagine the results it will give you? That too in 8th house. 8th house, Moon and Rahu both are debilitated. Okay. They can even see spirits. Black magic problem. Okay, addictions, OCD, psychological issues, all these things will come.
But it is danger zone, right?
Very, very high danger zone. Very high danger zone. OCD, spirit possessions, bad marriage. They can have surgery in the Guptang, sexually transmitted diseases, prostitution. If he's a male, then he goes to low character woman. If it's a female, then she can become a prostitute.
And that problem with in-laws also chances, right?
Absolutely, problem with in-laws. In-laws will be totally he will marry into a very very cheap family. He'll marry a very low character girl. See, that is the point I'm trying to tell you. When you see these red flags, immediately it has to strike to you. If it is exalted, good qualities. If it is debilitated, then if it's a woman's chart, she can be a porn actress also. She can use her sexuality for money, for gaining promotions and for gaining financial benefits. If it's a woman's chart, if it's a male chart, it can be a criminal who will finally get into psychological diseases and genital problems, impotency problems, all dirt, AIDS, cancer, these kind of issues. 8th house is very dangerous house. 6th house, 8th house, very dangerous. 8th house, chronic diseases, cancer, long-term diseases, Gupta Rog, all these kind of things. Very dangerous combinations. Okay?
If it is in Lagna and Lagna is in Vruchika, that means 8th, what you say, 8th Rashi.
Then he will
Then
be.
what, sir?
See, that means his Lagna is debilitated, right? Okay, now don't interrupt for 5 minutes. I'll quickly wrap it up. See, when Lagna is debilitated, his luck may differ. His luck may be problem. He may have less reputation. He may have lot of struggle. He may have problems in the upper skull. He may have, if moon is afflicted, he will have psychological issues. Okay, he will have struggle. First house is very important. He will have struggle. Okay. Now let me quickly wrap up. 5 is Mercury debilitated. He'll be money-minded person. Can be a fraud. Okay, he'll have bad memory. He will have health issues like Alzheimer's and dementia in the old age. Okay, Mercury debilitated. He will have problem. He will not acquire good education. Even if it is informal education, he will not learn skills. He will have worse relatives. Relatives will do lot of damage to this person, like property issues, like problems and all. Okay, Rahu debilitated also can give you litigation, attacks, court cases, all these kind of problems. Sun debilitated will give you problems with government, tax evasion, prison, the government putting cases on this person, income tax rates, all this can come with Sun debilitated. Okay. So then you have Venus debilitated. Venus debilitated, if for a woman they may have problems in conceiving. Okay, they will definitely have problem in the marriage. Okay, for males, Venus debilitated, the sperm count will be less, impotency problem can come, sexual life will suffer. Debilitated Venus for men, he may get associated with low character woman. He may associate with prostitutes. Okay, he may not have sexual life at all or extreme. Okay, he may have multiple affairs simultaneously and they may break, divorce. He will not have luxury in his life. He will not have money. Money will come, money will flow away, or money will not come at all. Okay, he may not get married. If he gets married, his chances of divorce is very very high when Venus is debilitated. Venus debilitated, 7th house strong, we can still manage. Venus debilitated, 7th house also gone, then gone. But Venus debilitated, generally when Venus is debilitated, 7th house also will be weak only. That's how they adjust, among themselves, the planets. Okay. Now 7. Ketu debilitated he will have false sense of spirituality. Ketu exalted, he will be highly spiritual person. He'll be like a saint, but he will not leave his family and run away. Ketu debilitated, he'll leave his family and responsibilities and run away, on the name of religion, on the name of spirituality. Like to escape family responsibilities, he will leave everything and he'll run away. Ketu debilitated will make give you lot of cheatings, lot of breakups, marriage breakups. Ketu debilitated, he will have a very bad marriage because he would like to be alone all the time. Anytime Ketu gets strong, exalted, or debilitated, Ketu is prominent in a person's life. The person would like to spend time in isolation, in solitude, in research. But when Ketu is debilitated, he will try to run away. He'll try to escape. He likes to be alone. He'll be a sociopath. That sociopathic behavior comes from Moon and Ketu debilitated. And Moon and Ketu, again conjunction Ketu in bad dignity, the person likes to stay alone. So his marriage will not work out. He will say, I want my me space, me time all the time. Okay? Ketu debilitated will give you backbone problems. Rahu debilitated will give you some undetectable diseases, cancer. Ketu debilitated also some cuts, surgeries below the below the belt, and some horrible diseases. Okay, when planets are debilitated, that's a red flag. You have to get alert. Debilitated in bad houses, major problem is there. Okay, it may look very nice from outside. The person may say, but you know the future, what's going to happen. It has either already happened or it's going to happen. Okay, now Shani debilitated, one of the worst combinations. He will not have a career. He can have a career in criminology. Okay, he can be a criminal. Okay, these kind of people do very well in criminal law, criminal lawyers. He can be a gunda. Okay, or he may not work at all. Okay, Saturn debilitated, he'll be dirty, he'll be lazy, he'll be stinking, he'll be highly pessimistic. Whatever it is, he'll talk negative. Whatever you say, he will always find the negative point, highly pessimistic, irritating, very negative character. Okay, generally, Saturn debilitated will give you drink addiction, alcohol addiction. Rahu, Saturn, both of them. In fact, even Venus, even Ketu, but predominantly drink, alcohol is associated with Saturn. When Saturn debilitated people, they should do alcohol business. Okay, that is one way to make it a remedy. But again, it can be dangerous that also. But let's just say at the surface level, Saturn debilitated, alcohol issues, womanizing, low level company, low level people, you know, problem with labor, problem with employees, okay, problem in the knees, problem in the legs, limbs, impotency problems, all these kind of problems will happen with Saturn debilitated. Mangal debilitated, the problem he will not have energy in the body. He can get into domestic violence, bad marriage, uncontrollable temper. I'm talking without afflictions, without positive affliction also. Without Neech Bang, if Mars is debilitated, if it's getting a benefic aspect of Guru, it's fine, it balances it. Okay, are you following everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. I've recorded these sessions, I'll put it, you again and again repeat because I want to cover one or two more topics before we close. Okay.
So
Now,
will you share the notes as well?
yeah, I'll share the notes as well. But sir, what happens now? When I speak a lot. I give so much of information that's not there in notes. I remember and I tell you. That's the reason I'm telling you to watch the video. Okay. Now let's quickly go through first house exalted. When the first house is exalted, whatever planet, whatever Rashi doesn't matter. Okay. Whatever planet, whatever Rashi doesn't matter. These are the characteristics which you have to remember. When first house is exalted, that person will have good health, good reputation, good intelligence, good appearance. Okay. If Venus is there, he'll be very beautiful. If Mars is there, he'll be very masculine. Okay. If Jupiter is there, he will have a medium belt. Saturn is there, he'll be tall. Those are, don't get into specifics. But first house exalted, good luck, good reputation, good life. Okay. Good longevity. One more thing. 8th house debilitated also hits the longevity. The person may die early. That also you have to keep in mind. So first house, till now we have checked exaltation and debilitation of planets. Now I am telling exaltation and debilitation of bhavas. First bhava debilitated, dignified.
How we will come to know it is exalted or debilitated? I'm saying from house perspective.
Sir, here Vrushab Rashi is there, Moon is sitting over here.
No, I mean we can't see the screen anyway.
You can't see the screen?
No, sir.
Now?
Yeah, now it is, but
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, now we can.
Sir, now suppose you have a Vrishaba Lagna and Moon is sitting over here.
Rishabh Lagna means that is in
Two number Rashi.
two now Taurus.
Taurus is here, and Moon is sitting over here. So the first Bhava is exalted, na? And
No, that's what I'm saying. That how I will come to know as a, I mean, as a toddler, that that first bhava is exalted. That is my question.
sir, when you open the chart, first you check the D1 chart. In the D1 chart, Vrishabha, two number Rashi is there in the first house, and Moon is sitting there. Okay.
Achha, so
Now
that
you
is
go.
two. Okay.
Now, no,
Taurus
wait,
and
wait,
Moon.
wait. Listen to me. Now you go to the Kaspal chart, KP Kaspal chart. Check if Moon is there in the first house or is shifted to second or 12th. If it is still there in the first house, that means the first house is exalted. First bhava is exalted.
Okay.
Okay. First you check the D1 chart. In D1 chart, Vrishabha Rashi is there. Moon is sitting there. Now you go back to the KP Kaspal chart, Bhav chart, and check if Moon is still there in the first house or not. If Moon is there in the first house, then the first bhava is exalted. When first bhava is exalted, he'll be respectable. He will be a good person. He'll have good family life, good marriage, longevity, good reputation, earning, everything will be good. When first bhava is debilitated, chances of being a criminal is there. He can be sick because first bhava is the body. He can be sick. He can have health issues. Okay, all these problems
Again,
may happen.
debilitated Rashi will be different, or like
Yeah,
as you
Vrishchika
said, that in
Rashi.
first bhava Taurus and Moon, and
No,
then now if it is debilitated,
Vrishchika Rashi and Moon.
Vrishchik Rashi means that is your in English.
I'll show you.
No, screen gone.
Screen gone.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm putting it on. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, it has
Okay.
come.
Now can you see the Rashi is Vrishchika and Moon is sitting over here.
Okay.
Okay. In this case, again check with the KP Kaspal chart. Moon is still in the first house. Okay. When first house is debilitated or first lord is debilitated, the person may be prone to addictions. Person may be prone to illnesses. Person will have a bad reputation. Okay. Person may have longevity also may be less for this person. You understand?
No. So you mean to say that Vrishchika Lagna, that is Scorpio ascendant, right? That is 8th Rashi in first house.
Yes. 8th Rashi in first house, and the debilitation planet is sitting over there. That means the
That is
first house.
Vrishchika.
Obviously, Moon gets debilitated in 8, na? 8 number.
Okay. So you mean to say that is 8th Rashi. Okay, understood.
You understood, na? Now,
8th Rashi in Lagna, that means debilitated. And obviously that 8th Rashi bole to that is 8th house का ये Lord नहीं 8th house नहीं ना 8th Rashi bole to
No, sir. Simple, sir. Devasiji, Moon is debilitated in Vrishchika Rashi. That's it. Okay. Sun will debilitated in Libra. Like that. Sir is saying that Vrishchika Rashi, Moon is debilitated. That means all these things will happen.
okay.
Like
Okay.
he is saying.
now see, all positives will happen when exalted, all negatives will happen when debilitated. Second house positive is he'll have lot of money, debilitated he'll not have money at all. Second house exalted is he'll have lot of support from the family, debilitated the family will die, kill each other. Okay. Third house exalted, he'll have lot of support from the brother, He'll be very courageous. Debilitated, his brother will cheat him, or he will cheat the brother. They'll kill each other.
Your screen is not displaying.
Sir, in notes, if at all you can provide that, I mean, this what you mentioned here, that
Ah.
Taurus or Moon is exalted in first house and vice versa. So that will be great help, sir.
Yeah, notes, everything is there, sir. These things are there. But these points you have to see the video. See, lot of things I will improvise and tell you. When third house is debilitated, he'll have problems with his brother, or his brother will not be a part of his life. Again, you understood, na? Fourth house debilitated, mother will not be a part of his life. He will have problems with vehicles, properties. Fourth house exalted, he will have lot of support from mother. He'll have very good vehicles. Could be luxury vehicles, SUVs like that. Okay, many properties. Fifth house debilitated, he will not get education. He'll be of peevish mentality. He'll be very cheap. Okay, fifth house exalted, he'll be very noble person. He'll be very intelligent. He'll do IITs, IIMs, like that. You understand? Just you have to look at the quality of the bhava, if it is exalted or debilitated, and you can do predictions. See, first you look at the planet and make predictions. Okay? Then you look at the bhava and make predictions. Fifth house is good, he will get santan sukh. Fifth house is good, he will have good future. Fifth house is good, he'll be religious. Fifth house is good, he'll be mature. Okay? Fifth house is good, he'll have good graduation education. Okay? You understand? Sixth house is good, he will clear competitive exams. Sixth house is good, he will have victory over enemies. Sixth house is bad, he will have health issues. He will accumulate debt. Sixth house is bad, you have a pet, the pet will bite you. You understand? Shall I proceed?
Yeah.
Okay, seventh house is good, wife will be beautiful, wife will be nice. Good married life, good sexual life. Seventh house is bad, either no sexual life, or if it is there, it will be bad marriage. Divorce is there, chances of divorce is very high, or bad marriage. Business partnership will be bad if seventh house is bad. Seventh house is good, exalted, you'll get very good partners, very supportive partners. Seventh house is bad, you should not do business. You will not flourish in business. Seventh house is good, you'll flourish in business. Very simple.
Understood.
Okay. Eighth house is bad, you will have health problems, disappointments, struggle in life. Chronic health problems, losses, cheating. People will cheat you. Bad eighth house. You will have bad in-laws. Okay. You will have problems in the genitals. Exalted eighth house, you will have good sex life. You will have good support from in-laws. You will get dowry from in-laws. You can get property from in-laws. You can get lottery. Eighth house is the house of lottery, unearned wealth. Sudden wealth you will get. Eighth house is good. You understand? Suppose Mercury is sitting over here. Mercury in its own Rashi is sitting over here. Okay? He will have very good PhD education. 8th house is house of PhD. He'll become a doctorate because Mercury is the sign of education, and Gemini is also the sign of Mercury and knowledge. There are good chances that he will do PhD. His in-laws will be very educated family. His in-laws will support him for his education. They may sponsor his foreign PhD. They may give money for his PhD further studies. It has happened, right? Many times, many places you would have heard of it. The in-laws will sponsor their son-in-law's education. Here, this is the kind of combination. Okay? Understood till here?
Yes, sir.
9th house is strong. The father is extremely supportive. The person is dharmic. He will have good lineage from a good family. He will have good luck. The luck will support him always. Even in bad time, luck will save him. You understood?
Yes.
Okay. Post graduation education will be good.
Post graduation means masters or PhD.
Yes, no, PhD from 8th house, masters. PhD is mainly from 8th house. A strong 8th house will give you PhD degree. Masters is 8th house.
In any subject.
Subject again we see depending on the planets deposited in it, the lord where it is sitting.
Okay.
You understand, na? Suppose Ketu is there, you can do PhD in astrology.
Okay.
Jupiter is there, PhD in management. Rahu is there or Saturn, engineering degrees and malefics are there, engineering. Mercury is there in accountancy, languages. Okay? Ninth house is
There
good.
are no planets then.
No planets, then check the lord of the 8th house where it is sitting. And the bhava. For example, here no planets is there, here sun is there. Then you can do in political studies. Leo is here, Leo. And it is empty. So Leo is there and sun is exalted, or sun is exalted in Aries and Leo is falling over here. That means you can definitely do political studies. Okay?
And when eighth house lord sitting in sixth, then
You can clear competitive exams. Sixth house is house of law. You can do PhD in law. Medicine.
Okay.
Sixth house is medicine. You can do PhD in MD and PhD in medical sciences.
medicine.
And if
MBBS.
Mars, and this is here Mars, na, so you can do PhD in surgery. Because sun is exalted. Suppose the 8th lord is exalted and sitting in 6th house and Mars is associated, then surgery, PhD in surgery. You have to combine everything and make predictions. Okay? Then you have your 10th house. 10th house exalted, fantastic career. 10th house exalted, very good power. Rahu exalted in 10th house, politics. Sun exalted, government positions. Okay? It's all about power, position and recognition. 11th house is the Labhasthana. Means your profit, benefit, your public relations, your elder brother. 11th house exalted, lot of support from the elder brother. Okay, 11th house exalted, sitting in the 2nd house, it's a Raj Yog, Dhan Yog, and your elder brother gives you money. Okay, your public relations are good, Ichha Purti, whatever you desire will fulfill. Don't look at the sign, don't look at the Rashi, don't look at the planet. Just 11th house is exalted, Ichha Purti will happen for that person. Whatever he desires, he will get it.
This is as per Kaspal chart or natal chart?
Kaspal chart. See, first you check,
Okay, right.
check the exaltation according to D1. Okay, exaltation first you check according to D1 and check if that planet is still there in 11th house or not as per Kaspal chart. You understand, na?
If it is as per D1, it is exalted. But as per Kaspal chart, if it is this one is debilitated or
No, it will not be debilitated. Debilitation you should not through Kaspal chart. Even if it is debilitated, it's not debilitated. In Kaspal chart, suppose moon is in Vrishika, 8 number, that means it's in 8th bhava, it is not debilitated. Kaspal chart is not debilitation. Kaspal chart is not debilitation.
He's talking about KP astrology, ka?
See, KP, Bhav Chalit chart and Kaspal chart both means the same Rashi ji. Whenever you're checking the dignity, the position of the planet, you have to look at the Bhav Chalit chart or KP Kaspal chart. Okay, when you want to know it's the quality of the planet, you have to look at the D1 chart. You have to look at my video, then you'll understand. All 80% of your wrong predictions will come correct now. Okay. Because what happens is, suppose say here.
the screen?
Can you see the screen?
Screen gone.
No.
So here exaltation in 11th house means Saturn in Libra, right?
Sir, here exaltation, here 7th house is for Vrishchika Lagna, it is Virgo, na? So Mercury is over here. Now see, I'll give you one small scenario. Mercury is over here.
Yeah, Mercury will exalt here. There.
Is exalted here. But Mercury is at, say, suppose is at the end, is near the border. Suppose the Lagna is starting at 28 degrees. So the Mercury in Kaspal chart will come to 10th house. Mercury in the Kaspal chart will come to 10th house. So his 10th house is exalted then. Very important point. Understand.
Okay.
In
Okay.
D1
Okay.
chart,
Okay.
in D1 chart, Mercury is exalted because the Lagna is starting at 28 degrees. The Mercury falls in the 10th house.
Again, screen gone.
Okay, now just listen. Just listen.
Ah. Ah.
See. Okay. Now you got the screen.
Yes. Now
Okay.
it's coming
Now,
and going. Coming and going, sir.
okay. Now look, Devashish ji, look at this chart. For Vrishika Lagna, 11th house is Virgo, Kanya. Mercury is getting exalted there, but Lagna is starting at 27 or 28 degrees. So, supposing the Mercury falls in the 10th house. So, I will say 10th house is exalted, not 11th house. You understand?
No.
Sir,
But
here,
how come the 10th house will exalt, sir?
sir, because Mercury is falling in the 10th house, na?
10th house is actually 6th.
See, the planet is exalting the house. Planet is exalting the bhava, right? Without planet, the bhava cannot get exalted. The Rashi cannot get exalted without the planet, right?
As per Kalpush Kundalini, 6th house is Kanya Rashi. There, Mercury will exalt.
Exalted, yes. But what is happening, because the Lagna is starting at higher degrees, that particular Mercury is falling in the 10th house. So Mercury is exalted and it is exalting the 10th house, not the 11th house. So Mercury is giving me fantastic results of the 10th house career, not the 11th house. Now
Okay,
you are
so
giving
that means as per the
you are giving all the predictions of 11th house. You are saying your elder brother is very good, but in reality his elder brother is not good. His career is very good.
Okay. Now some clarity came.
You understand?
As per natal chart, Mercury is exalted in Kanya Rashi.
Yes.
But as per Kaspal chart,
Yes.
Mercury came to previous house, whatever it is.
Correct.
That means that Mercury, that Graha exalted.
Yes.
Not house.
Yes. But it's also exalting that house, na? That bhava also it's exalting.
Yes.
So when it enters this region, where it is exalted, when the transit planet is entering this region, he'll give fantastic result in the career. Debashish ji, you understood?
Yes, I understood.
Rashi ji.
Yes.
Vice versa, exalted, debilitated, whatever.
If it is debilitated and falling in the 10th house, then his career will be bad or he will not do anything. His career, there will be obstacles in life. He'll have frustration, multiple job changes, no growth, political issues, boss domination, losses. If he gets into business, crores of loss, everything will happen. Okay, 11th house exalted, he will have lot of profit. Whatever business he will do, he will, in the dasha of the 11th house, he will have fantastic career, fantastic labham, and his PR will be very good. Okay, exalted 12th house will give you a very good career in the foreign land. Exalted 12th house will give you very good career life in the foreign land, or business with foreign trade, or business in foreign goods, export import, student immigration consultancies. These kind of foreign related businesses, it will give you very good scope. Exalted 12th house, he can become a jailer, he can become a surgeon, he can become a doctor, because 12th house is hospitals, jail. Okay, whatever it is, it will be very good. Rashi ji,
Yes, sir.
you cannot say 12th house exalted, so it is bad. 12th house exalted, he will become a jailer. Top position in the 12th house. You understand? Now you are getting the point.
And if 12th house is debilitated, then
they go to foreign and they just suffer. They have losses. Okay? 12th house health issues will come. 12th house losses will come. Okay, 12th house debilitated, he can get into a jail.
As you said, even though exalted planet is there in any house, if it is retrograded, that automatically it will debilitate it.
Yes. More number of
Now, as per
retro planets, more number of debilitation planets, life is becomes troublesome. It is not a good sign. It is not positive. Unless they do that profession.
no, sir. Let me complete. Let me complete my question. Is
Yeah.
there, so for example, in natal chart, exalted whatever it is, exalted graha is there,
Uh,
but it retrograde means it is debilitated. When coming to Kaspal chart, it came to another house. That means that house also debilitated.
yes. The Karaka Tattva of the planet and that Bhava, both of them give negative results. Suppose Saturn is
That house also debilitated.
Saturn is retrograde, okay, and exalted. That means it acting like a debilitated planet. Okay, that means what are the Karak Tattvas of Saturn? Saturn is career. Saturn is elder brother. Okay, Saturn is knees, legs. All the problems will come, and Saturn is activating the fourth bhava. That means the mother will suffer. Mother will would be working like a servant in the house. There will be real estate litigation which will happen. Both results you have to predict.
Okay.
The Karaka Tattva of the planet, also the Karaka Tattva of the Bhava. Both you have to predict, and both will come absolutely correct. Bang on. Absolutely correct it will come. But you have to analyze it correctly. It is falling in the third bhava or it's coming in the fourth bhava. If you can do that, then you're correct.
We should not say that, for example, Saturn is exalted in Libra, but even though Libra is there, we should not say that the Bhavas, Libra Bhavas. We should say Kanya,
Exactly.
Kanya Bhavas.
Yes. It is, if it is 7, if it is Kalpurush Kundli, say Saturn is exalted in Libra, but according to angle, it is falling in the 6th house. 6th house exalted Saturn, he should pursue a career in law. His married life will not be exalted. His career in law will be exalted. You understand? Okay, na? So 12th house exalted will give you very good career in foreign land, export import business, jail business, hospitals. Very good. They can keep hospitals. They can start hospitals. Exalted 12th house. Okay, debilitated 12th house will give all negative results in the above mentioned aspects. Loss in export import, miserable life in foreign. They go to Dubai, their passports are impounded by the owners, and they work there as labor. Or they go to USA, doctors are working as taxi drivers. You've noticed that, right?
Yes.
So that happens when debilitated planet happens in the 12th house. You just have to check if it is 12th house or not. You don't need to know anything after that. No nadi, no parashari. 12th house is debilitated. You make the predictions, will be correct.
So one thing I'm unable to understand that, that which house, how I can understand that this house is debilitated or exalted.
See,
House,
sir,
I said.
first you look at the D1 chart. Okay.
First, I will look at the D1 chart.
Now,
okay.
in the D1 chart, suppose Mars is exalted.
Mars is exalted
Mars is-
in 10th house, right?
Say, suppose look at this chart only here. This is D1 chart. Here Mars is exalted in
No, I
Makar.
can't see. I can't see the screen.
Screen, sir.
1 minute, I'm opening. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now in this particular chart, Mars is getting exalted over here. Agreed?
No, we can't see the chart actually. There is a screen, but no chart.
You can't see?
No.
Oh God. Now?
Blank screen. Screen is visible, but no chart.
Now,
Yeah, now chart has come. Now
okay,
chart has
now
come.
here Mars is exalted, right?
Mars is exalted 10th house, right?
Okay. If
Mars
I
will exert.
if I look at the D1
In
chart,
Capricorn.
what will be my predictions? His younger brother will be very ferocious. He can become an army officer. He's very courageous. Okay. Lot of benefits the person will have from the younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
But if I look at the cuspal chart, the Mars is shifting to this place. Now, will your prediction are your predictions correct or wrong?
Wrong.
All the exalted planet predictions will be about the mother, not about the brother.
Mm.
You understand? First, you check whether the planet is exalted or not. Planet is exalted. Now you check the cuspal chart where it is exalted.
Okay, okay. So for house prediction, first we have to check the planet
Yes,
from D1 chart.
yes. Strength of the planet you check from the D1 chart. Now, what results it is giving? Check the cuspal chart. Now, exalted Mars sitting in the fourth house. Exalted Mars sitting in the fourth house. Mother is courageous. Okay, mother is very active, physically active, very strong. He will have lot of landed property, because Mars is land. He can be an agriculturist. He will have acres of land. He can be a real estate agent. You understand, sir?
Yes.
He will make crores of money in real estate. He will have multiple properties. But if you look at the Mars in the third house from D1 chart, all your predictions are wrong, right?
Mm. So I mean, same thing. We have to see debilitation from
Yes.
that D1 chart as well as
Yes.
cuspal chart.
Suppose it is getting debilitated in the third house, you will say the brother is going to be the enemy to this person.
Mm.
But in reality, it is going to the fourth house. That means the mother would have left him and went away in his early childhood.
Mm.
You understand? First, you in D1 chart, you check the strength of the planet. Then you apply to the bhava in cuspal chart.
Accordingly predict.
Accordingly predict. All your predictions
So
will come.
that means planet strength or weakness we have to see from D1 chart.
And again, sir,
And then again from KT chart, that how they are going to give the result.
yeah, but again, the Karaka Tattva of the planet is also is there. I told you, when Venus is exalted or debilitated, when Mars is debilitated, he will have problem with his younger brother, because Mars is the younger brother. In this case, Mars is the younger brother. So the planet prediction also you should tell you. See, first we did exaltation and debilitation of planets. Third we did exaltation, debilitation of the bhavas. So suppose Venus is debilitated in the fourth bhava, the mother will be problematic. Also the wife will be problematic, because wife is Venus. The planet-wise predictions. And fourth bhava is mother. The bhava-wise predictions both will be accurate.
Okay.
You understood? Both will be accurate. Venus debilitated in fourth bhava, it will give him a bad mother and a bad wife. Devashish ji.
Understood, sir. Understood. Basically, that if that as you said that Venus, if we see that Venus debilitated in Kanya Rasi,
Yes.
so that means in D1 chart. So then we have to see that whether in cuspal chart, if it is related to sixth house, then
Yes.
now rather fourth house, and then we have to see that how mother will impact, as well as that vehicles or property issue and all such things will come.
Correct. Okay. Now I'll give you a small exercise. Now you tell me what are the predictions. We are already ahead of time, sir. I have a class at 1 o'clock.
No problem. We can have tomorrow, sir.
No. Tomorrow we'll start with Nadi. Tomorrow we cannot sit with basics now. We are already late. Now tell me quickly. Tell me quickly the predictions of this. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Tell me quickly the predictions.
Sun is debilitated.
Okay.
So
And
that means this is as per the Kaspal chart.
Sir, screen gone, sir. Screen gone again.
okay, now you tell me.
Yeah. First of all, this is Kaspal chart or D1 chart, sir?
This
D1
is
chart.
Kaspal chart. And in
Okay,
D1
so
chart, in D1 chart also Sun is debilitated.
Okay, so that means he will have problem with his wife
Okay.
or vice versa, spouse related problem.
Okay.
No, wife will be demanded as a.
Okay, okay,
Or
okay,
wife
fine.
will dominate. Wife
Fine,
will
fine, fine.
some other guy will dominate.
Okay, fine, fine. Marriage problem is there. Some problem, whatever, let's not give. Marriage problem is there. And
Yeah. So one is marriage problem. Second is seventh house means your
Kalatra Bhava.
sir, you both are looking at
Partnerships.
all three of you are looking at only the Bhava prediction. What about the planet prediction?
Planet also debilitated.
that confidence issue and all such
Sir,
things will
his
continue.
father may
Egoistic person will be egoistic.
the father may die or he may not be there in his life. He will have problem with his father and wife both. The Bhava also will affect, the planet also will affect. Both predictions have to be done. Sun is debilitated. Where it is debilitated, you forget. Sun is debilitated will give problem in the father.
Okay.
Now, where it is
And
debilitated,
in addition, that where it is debilitated, that means it's an additional bonus.
exactly.
Yeah, extra bonus.
Now you got it. Now this is the Bhava chart. In the D1 chart, Sun is
Again,
debilitated.
screen gone, sir.
This is the
no.
Bhava chart. I'm activating it. Now this is the Bhava chart. Also in the D1 chart, the Sun is debilitated. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
The first analysis is Sun is debilitated. Where it is debilitated, you forget. Sun is debilitated. He will have a problem with his ego, self-expression, leadership skills. His father would have been absent in his life. Career will suffer. He will not get awards and rewards, recognition what he deserves. Now look at where Sun is debilitated in the Kaspal chart. If it is debilitated in 7th house related problems. If it is debilitated in 6th house related problems. Okay.
It cannot be said that the sun is debilitated in D1 chart and exalted in Kaspal chart. It is not possible.
Sir, 1 minute. Even if it is exalted, we will not consider it as exaltation because that is an illusion which you are getting. I hope you are able to understand. The Bhava chart, exaltation is an illusion. It is not exaltation. Supposing moon is getting exalted over here. Moon is exalted over here, right? Okay. Say suppose no,
Yes,
one second. I will tell you a better example. Moon is over here.
Screen we can't see, sir.
There is no screen. That's why I'm asking where.
I'm telling it. 1 minute.
Moon is exalted in Taurus.
No, moon is not exalted. Okay. Now you see the screen?
Not chart. Screen, yes. Now we can see the chart
Okay.
as well.
Now in the D1 chart, moon is in Aries.
That is good, exalted.
No, moon in Aries not exalted.
No.
No, moon
Moon in Aries not exalted. But in the
is
Kaspal
Taurus, in
chart,
Taurus.
in Kaspal chart, moon is shifting to 2nd house. Is moon exalted now?
Person will be intelligent and
No,
emotional.
Rashiji, don't do the prediction. I'm asking you one simple question. In the D1 chart, moon is in Aries. Because of the degrees of the Lagna, in the Kaspal chart or Bhav Chalit chart, moon is in Taurus now.
Okay.
My question is moon exalted or not?
Yes, it is.
It is not
Should not be.
exalted. It is not
Should not be.
exalted
Not.
because that that second one is the second bhava, not the second Rashi.
Yes, exactly.
Second bhava is from Rashi ji. Understand? Second bhava is from 15 degrees here to 15 degrees here. Moon is not over here. Moon is over here. Moon is over here. From
Okay.
here, the second bhava is starting till here. Moon in Aries is not
Okay.
exalted. He will be very aggressive person.
Yeah, it is not exalted.
So to quality of the plan, but in Kaspal chart it is looking here, na? In the Kaspal chart it is in the second number bhava. So is Moon exalted or not?
In second house, it is exalted. In first house, it is not
In
exalted.
the Kaspal chart or Bhav Chalit chart, Shripati Paddhati, Shripati Bhav Chalit chart, it is in the Astro Sage app you see, it is in the second house. Now my question is, in D1 chart it is in the Mesham, first house, first Rashi. In Bhav Chalit chart it is in the second Rashi. So is it exalted or not? It is not exalted because its position is in Aries, but the bhava is second. So you cannot consider Moon to be exalted. You can consider Moon to have fiery energy because of Aries. Moon is sitting in the fire zone, so it's going to be fast. Second house Moon will give you fast accumulation of money because of fiery Aries. Rashiji, you need to take a separate class for this.
Okay, okay.
Otherwise, all your predictions will come wrong. अभी तो मैंने डिग्रीज का बोला ही नहीं मैंने, ठीक है? You understood? Debashish ji, you
No,
understood?
no,
till here?
I was not getting your question actually, no?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. देखो उसके लिए separate बैठना पड़ेगा राशि जी, because 2 hours I spend on that. Either you see my class or you have a separate class with me.
No, no, I was not getting your question. That's why my answer was not correct.
Okay, now you tell me, in D1 chart it is in Aries, in D2 chart it is in two number house. So is Moon exalted or not?
Yes, it is exalted, no?
It is not exalted, madam.
No, not exalted.
In which chart?
D1 chart it is in 1. Bhav
Yes.
Chalit chart it is 2. So Moon is giving the result of first bhava or second bhava?
Second bhava.
Wait sir.
Okay.
Rashi ji,
I am
You-
not getting your question actually, no? In
Okay,
which chart
okay.
you are asking D1 and?
D1 is Moon is in first house.
Yes, yes.
In Bhav Chalit chart it is in second house. What results it will give?
I have not researched about Bhavchalit, no?
Without Bhav Chalit you cannot make any predictions. I have not seen a single astrologer using Bhav Chalit chart till now.
From where I learned, na, they don't go to Bhavchalit.
Exactly. That is the reason they don't get correct predictions. A person who is good in astrology will not predict bhavas without on D1 chart. He will look at bhavas from KP Kaspal chart or Bhav Chalit chart. If you are looking from D1 and making predictions, then all your predictions are 70-60% right. Unless you are using Nadi. Okay? Sir, Debashish ji, let's come back to this point. Sun gets exalted at 10 degrees. Okay? At 10 degrees, 2 degrees इधर 2 degrees उधर ही उसका exaltation का सबसे ज़्यादा strength होगा. After 10 degrees, it will act like its own Rashi. It will not have the full power of exaltation.
Not understood.
देखो, if Sun is in Aries at 25 degrees,
No, I mean, can you see the screen, please? I mean, we can't.
For
आपकी
example,
स्क्रीन ना बार बार
something
जा रही है,
exaltation.
मतलब ना विजिबल नहीं है आपकी स्क्रीन.
पता नहीं यार, नेट प्रॉब्लम शायद. हाँ अभी now it's visible. Sir, now it's visible.
No, अभी नहीं आ रहा.
That is not visible.
Now it's visible.
No.
No, screen is visible, but not the chart.
Now chart.
Yes, now, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now Sun is in Aries at 10 degrees. It is exalted. Now my question is, Sun is at 25 degrees in Aries. How will it behave?
As own Rashi.
It will not have the strength of exaltation.
Yes.
You're looking at that particular chart and you're telling your father was in high position. He's telling no, he was not in high position. He was just average. The exaltation is only at 10 degrees. If it goes away from exaltation, it will lose its strength.
So in that case, this statement what you have given along with Kiranji, that means it will act as its own Rashi. What does it mean by that?
See, because Aries is a friendly sign, it will have some strength, like its own Rashi.
Okay. Because of Sun is in Aries. Okay,
Aries,
understood,
because it's a
understood.
fiery sign and Mars is the friend of the Sun, so it will have some strength. But see, I'll tell you with a negative.
Understood.
I'll tell you with a negative example.
Let's say Mars in 4th house, that at 12 degree, then what will happen?
Mars in 4th house in 12 degrees, it will not have that much of debilitation.
Again gone for screen.
The debilitation will not be that much. The negative will not be that much. You understand? Only at that specific degree, it will have the maximum effect of good or bad. Moon is getting debilitated at 3 degrees. Okay? Now you have to match a kundali of a particular boy. Now you are telling Moon is at 20 degrees in Scorpio. Now you are telling you have a debilitated Moon, he will be a psycho. Reject this match. Am I right in my judgment?
No.
Because at 3 degrees it is debilitated, 5 degrees, 6 degrees तक debilitation का effect रहेगा. But 10 degrees के बाद debilitation का effect कम हो जाएगा. It will be negative, but not that negative. It will be manageable.
So then what should we say, sir? Then what should we say?
When you are looking at, then you can say you can consider the marriage. Anything plus or minus 3 degree, matlab 0 to 3 degrees, 3 to 6 degrees, the debilitation will be felt.
So that you mean to say the tolerance is 3 to 6 degree. That's what you are saying?
3 degrees plus and minus. इस तरफ 3, उस तरफ 3.
Okay, understood. 3 degrees plus minus.
Yes.
Tolerance.
Yes.
And that will give that exaltation or debilitation.
Yes.
Which will act as a Rashi,
Because
what Kiranji said.
What Rashi ji, what you're telling, 3 planets are debilitated, still that person has a good life. Rashi ji. Now, have you checked the degrees at which their 3 planets are? That is the reason I told you to wait.
Actually, long back, he told me that. He was also an astrologer. He learnt astrology.
I know.
So
but
he was telling
did
me.
he talk about degrees?
No, I didn't remember his chart. He gave me his details, but I don't have right now.
where
I will ask him and I will share to you.
No need to share. I'm asking only one point. Where you learned Vedic astrology, did your teacher talk about degrees?
Degrees, no.
Without talking about degrees, Vedic astrology, you take the book and put
Because
it in the
he was
dustbin.
into Lal Kitab, na? He was more into Lal Kitab.
Then you should not teach Vedic. If you're teaching Vedic astrology...
I don't know why he is teaching Vedic astrology. I don't understand.
Because if you don't look at Kaspal chart, if you don't look at degrees, even Drushti Sambandh will be...
I have one question. If like moon is debilitated in 3 degrees Scorpio.
Yes.
So if a person is having 7 degrees or 6 degrees.
It will have a negative effect. 80% negative.
80%.
80 or 70%. But if it is a 20 degree Scorpio, the debilitation will be 40%.
Okay. And 20 plus?
Debilitation will be very less then. As you go away from the debilitation degree, the negative effect will reduce substantially.
Yeah, exactly the point is that that's what I was trying to tell you, that for Mars, let's say 28 degrees, it is debilitated
Yes.
in 4th house, that is Cancer.
Yes.
That if the person is having 12 degree Mars, so
Yes.
that means at least impact will come down to 40 to 50%.
Yes.
That's what you are trying to say.
Yes. Because if you are making a judgment about Neech and Uch planet without degree, if you're commenting, then you are wasting your time and his time.
That you said on the previous classes. That
Yes.
degree is very important, and you
Degree,
took, you spend good time on the degree.
yes. The whole game degree के ऊपर है. अब नाड़ी में when we get into it, each degree of Saturn is 1 month. Saturn covers 1 degree in 1 month. So when there is a 3 degree gap and it is touching another planet, so in 3 months it will fructify the result. Degree is so important in astrology. Even in Drushti Sambandh,
So
when
that
the
means
degree,
that
tomorrow we'll talk about Drushti Sambandh. Okay? Drushti Sambandh without degree is you're fooling yourself and the others.
So many permutation combinations.
Tell me, Kiran sir, tell me.
no, sir, that means Saturn is exalted in Libra at 3 to 5 degrees. That means it is not exalted.
Exactly. You got it.
And Saturn is exalted
That is the reason.
at the 3 to 5 degrees.
Sir, that
and
is
retrograded. That means it is not debilitated.
exactly. You're unnecessarily getting afraid.
Me too. Kiranji, me too.
You're unnecessarily getting afraid
sir.
because half knowledge is dangerous. Sir, Deboshish ji,
For
Deboshish.
Mars, it is 12 degrees, so now I have to do 1,25,000 or something.
Sir,
less.
listen, Deboshish
What
ji,
questions are
Deboshish ji, Deboshish ji, listen to me. If your Mars would have been debilitated, now you wouldn't be sitting here like this. If the Mars would have been at 28 degrees now, 26 degrees for you, you'd have punched 20 people till now.
Really?
real?
Because you're not punched. I told you, na? When I told you, you got a bit offended. When Mars debilitated, become criminals. Mars debilitated 28 degrees. 12 degrees, the debilitation is gone much lesser. When a person is debilitated at Mars 28 degrees, he will break glasses. He will break jaws. He would have taken
I'm not
hasty.
offended, sir. I mean, don't take me in other way. I mean, it is not that
No, 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 no.
I'm offended. I
See,
was worried.
The Mars, when it is debilitated, you have to look at the degree. 2 to 3 degrees both sides. That means up to 25 degrees on the left and up to 3 degrees on the right. So if I have Aquarius, Mars is at 1 degree. Aquarius, Mars is in 1 degree. Is it debilitated or it is not?
Yes.
You understand? As you go towards the debilitation angle, the weakness of the planet increases. Saturn will not behave well in Aquarius. Mars will not behave well in Aquarius. Mars will not behave well in Sagittarius. Very important point. Mars does not behave well in one Rashi before this side, one Rashi that side. Because it is approaching debilitation. But again, the percentage of debilitation will be maximum at 28 degrees Capricorn. You understand? Mars is very comfortable with Jupiter in Sagittarius. But still, because it is one sign ahead is debilitation, it will not be that comfortable. It will become weak. Are you understanding?
No,
So when you say,
come again.
see, Mars is a friend of Jupiter. So ideally it should behave well in Sagittarius. 9 number Rashi. Dhanu Rashi.
Okay.
But because it is one sign behind the debilitation sign, it will not behave very well. It will lose its strength. As you approach debilitation, it will start losing the strength. And when it touches 28 degrees, it will lose all its strength and will become malefic.
Because
understand?
Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn.
Mars is Jupiter.
Mars is
Jupiter.
exalted in Capricorn.
Exaltation. Correct. Mars is exalted in
That's what
Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn. As it is approaching
Yes.
debilitation, even though it is its own Rashi, Dhanu is its own Rashi, it will not because it's approaching debilitation, it will lose strength. When it is touching more than 20 degrees, 25 degrees, 30 degrees Sagittarius, it will start losing strength. Same thing, Jupiter in Aquarius. Till it crosses 10 degree Aquarius, it will be weak. You understood? So if you have a Mars which is at 10 degrees Capricorn, you don't have to worry. If it is at 5 degrees Capricorn, you don't have to worry. You don't have to consider it as debilitation only. It is not debilitated, bhaiya.
Sir, Mars will exalted in Capricorn.
Sorry,
sir,
sorry.
but
Mars, sorry. Mars is debilitated in Cancer, 28 degrees. Mars at 4 degrees Cancer, you don't have to consider it as debilitation.
Yes. Okay, done. Now got it.
12%, 12 degrees.
Mars in 5 degrees in Cancer, you don't have to consider it as debilitated. Very, very important point. That is where the entire perception changes.
No, but the question here is that, as you mentioned, that 3 degree plus minus, in below that, like say that 28 degree Cancer, so if it is less than 20 degree, then we should not consider as a debilitation. That is the question.
Exactly. See, it will be negative. It will be weak. But it will be 20% weak. Mars.
How will you decide the percentage?
Sir, percentage.
As far it goes long, automatically it will be either debilitation or exaltation.
Sir, Mars is getting debilitated in Cancer at 28 degrees. As you go away from 28 degrees, left side or right side, okay, suppose Cancer 1 degree, you can't, debilitation effect is very minimal, na?
Correct.
So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Because 28 degrees it is debilitated, at 2 degrees it is fine. It is behaving neutral. That is where the judgment of most of the astrologers is wrong, because they are not considering the degree. And suppose Saturn is in Libra.
If somebody is predicting from Lal Kitab, then there is no use of degrees, na?
Madam, I am not expert in Lal Kitab, and this is not a class of Lal Kitab. I am talking Vedic. When you're talking Vedic, if you're not talking about degrees, all your predictions are wrong, and that's why most of the Vedic astrologers are wrong. Because they don't look at the Kaspal chart, they don't look at degrees. दृष्टि संबंध also.
कस्पल चार्ट तो वो केपी वाला ही बोल रहे हो ना?
नहीं मैडम, हमारे हिंदू वैदिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी में भी भाव चलित चार्ट है. That भाव चलित
चार्ट को कस्पल चार्ट बोलते हो आप इंग्लिश में?
हाँ, that भाव चलित चार्ट और केपी भाव चलित चार्ट.
I was confused about that only, क्योंकि कस्पल वाला तो केपी में होता है ना?
देखो वो भी भाव चलित चार्ट ही है, but they use the Western system, and Western system is very accurate in measuring degrees. देखो 5 डिग्री का 5 डिग्री
भाव चलित और केपी चार्ट में तो डिफरेंस होता है ना? देखो
ऑलमोस्ट सेम है, बट केपी ज्यादा एक्यूरेट है. आप देखो वही राशि जी, आपको मेरी पूरी 2 घंटे की वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा, तब आपको समझ आएगा, क्योंकि देयर इज एलिप्टिकल ऑर्बिट, इट्स नॉट अ सर्कुलर ऑर्बिट अराउंड द सन. So when you do division by 12, it is 30 degrees. It is not equal. Elliptical orbit by 12 करे तो 30 नहीं आएगा.
हाथ से कुंडली बनाना सीखना है, आप बता दोगे वो हाथ से?
क्या जरूरत है हाथ से बनाने का, जब आप इससे बना सकते हो?
अरे जो हाथ से भी तो आनी चाहिए ना, पता नहीं.
मुझे नहीं आता हाथ से बनाना.
मुझे वो सीखनी है.
नहीं वो सब देखो, वो सब बेकार की बात है. आप पहले फोकस करो कस्पल चार्ट पे, क्योंकि आपकी प्रेडिक्शन
कॉम्बिनेशंस ना फिर हाथ से बनाने का वो सब गया, बिकॉज़ वी विल गेट कंफ्यूज्ड एक्चुअली.
नहीं मैं अभी किसी लेडी एस्ट्रोलॉजर से बात कर रही थी, वो मुझे बोल रही थी कि मुझे हाथ से बनानी आती है.
नहीं, हाथ से बनाना आता है, बट कस्पल चार्ट से देखने रहो तो तुम्हारी पूरी प्रेडिक्शंस रॉन्ग है ना.
तो अरे तो आप हम